Hello and welcome back to Buckeye Field here in Columbus, Ohio. Some Sunday softball action coming at you on WCBN Sports. I'm Alex Miller, Luke Beely alongside me here for Game 3 between the rivals Michigan and Ohio State. On Friday, Ohio State took both games of a doubleheader, both in thrilling fashion, both games that the Wolverines had a lead in at some point. And now on Sunday, a big one. The Wolverines need a win in a huge way here, take one of the three.
Alex, I think you touched on everything basically perfect. I mean, Michigan with smelling victory on Friday. You got to come out of this weekend wanting at least one. Maybe the uniform change is going to do it for them today, or, you know, just a little bit cooler weather, feeling more like Michigan. But Michigan's going to want to go back to Ann Arbor with at least one W in the win column from the weekend against a rival in Ohio State and in the Big Ten, another top 25 opponent, Alex, that we've touched on a couple times before.
Michigan wearing maize tops, blue bottoms with a maize stripe down the side. Ohio State in all red, the scarlet, with white and gray accents for the Buckeyes. Michigan has yet to win against the top 25 team this season. They are 0-7 now in those games. Big one coming up here on Sunday before the Wolverines have another elite team in the UCLA Bruins coming to Ann Arbor next weekend for 3. They're going to be huge for Michigan. It starts here first. Chance to take one off the Buckeyes. Indiana Langford will start things off for Michigan. Same lineup for Michigan as usual on Lauren Durkowski. Starts Langford, Conway puts at the top of it. Kennedy Kay in the circle for the Buckeyes. She rocks and deals. First pitch to Langford is down low and away for ball 1.
It's Easter too, Alex.
It is Easter Sunday.
That's
Happy
right.
Easter to those who celebrate.
Found a little rabbit out here, a couple eggs scattered around the place. Hey, 'tis the season.
Infield pinched in on the slap, hitting Indiana Langford. Kay rocks back on her left foot, deals the 1-0. Langford lays down a bunt on the charge from third. Comes Buick, throw to first, is not in time. Indiana Langford, who bunted for 3 straight bunt singles in Game 2 on Friday, starts this one off with just that.
Alex, I love it. I think that's her 4th straight at-bat appearance if we're rolling over games from Friday, but Indy Langford is just incredibly speedy on the base path. And boy, if you can lay down a bunt 10 out of 10 times and beat it out 8-9, hey, why not?
Janisa Conway now digs in, runner at first here in the top of the first inning. Kay deals to Conway and drops one in for a strike.
See if Conway can dig in deep and find some magic that she had on Friday as well. Michigan slugger here.
Conway's batting average up to 382. She's slugging 770. It's the 0-1 to her. Leaves it alone, down and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Conway.
You like these uniforms more or the all blues?
I like the maize here. Give it a little
A
pop.
little accent.
And we were talking about it prior to the game. I do like the all red, all scarlet
That's
from
right.
the Buckeyes. Kay deals a 1-1 to Conway. She takes a big cut, scratches it back into the net, 1-2.
It's quite an attractive uniform combination. They got like the little accented font to the front too. I love it. Killing it in the wardrobe department too. They got a black jersey combo. Hey, on all fronts, making it work.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Conway in the left-hander batter's box. Infield, outfield, straight on. 1-2 from Kay is an off-speed pitch. Missed inside. Ohio State fans wanted the call. Home plate umpire Stephen Gold didn't give it.
A little too close to those knees. Conway staying disciplined. I like that.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Janisa Conway. Kay set third base side of the rubber, hand set at the belt. Now she rocks back. 2-2 pitch is up and away. Full count now to Janisa Conway.
Another good take by Janisa Conway right there. Get this count up to full. No outs. Be a quick start here for Michigan.
Right foot on the rubber, left foot back for Kennedy Kay, who pitched in Game 2 on Friday. She deals a 3-2 to Conway. She lines it into right field. That's going to drop 1 hop over to the right fielder. Cruz will hold Langford at second as she throws it into the infield. Full count single for Janisa Conway. First 2 hitters aboard for Michigan.
That's the Janisa Conway that we know best. Nice, easy, level swing into right field for a single. Kind of surprised they held up Indy Langford at second with a head of steam over there, too. Looks like she was a little bit disappointed. She wanted to run for some more, but either way, 2 base runners here for the Wolverines, no outs. Love to see it.
Lauren Puts now, superstar freshman for Michigan, digs in with 2 on, nobody gone here in the top of the first inning. Kay rocks and hurls one home. Misses outside for ball 1.
Alex, we talked about it too. The decision to go with Kennedy Kay today was a bit questionable that you and I thought instead of Butte, who pitched very well in game 1. But here she is again today.
Here's the 1-0 upstairs. 2-0 now to Lauren Putz. Ella Stevenson, the cleanup hitter, on deck for Michigan. Then Lily Valamont would bat 5th. 2 on, nobody gone, and a 2-0 count to Lauren Putz. Kay unfurls and misses away again. Jasmine Burns behind the dish, held her glove up there for a long time.
Good take.
3-0 count here to Lauren Putz. Freshman's hitting .408, 13 doubles, 11 homers, and a stellar campaign for her. See how close to the fire Kay will go here. 3-0, and she fills it up 3-1. Putz let it go by.
Good take. I'm not mad at you taking a 3-0 pitch right there. A 3-1 count now. No runners, or 2 runners on that is no outs. See what Putz can do. The stellar freshman, as you said, Alex.
Kay comes set, hands at her belt, and she flips them toward her chest and deals home and finds the outside edge. Full count now to Lauren Putz, who's yet to take the bat off her shoulder. 3-2 count.
All right.
Outfield relatively deep here for the Buckeyes. Here comes Kay. Payoff pitch to Lauren Putz is down and away. Ball 4.
Quality at bat from Lauren Putz right there. Hey, that OBP boosts that up a little bit. Bases loaded in the first inning, Alex. No outs. Cleanup hitter for Michigan. Doesn't get better start than this.
Courtney Vierstra, Ohio State assistant, will come out and talk things over with Kay and Jasmine Burns in the circle. Bunt single for Indiana Langford. Line drive single for Janisa Conway to right, and a walk for Lauren Putz. Has them loaded with nobody gone here in the top of the first inning. And Ella Stevenson, Michigan's cleanup hitter, coming to the plate. Chance to run you around the horn here for the Buckeyes. Same lineup for them as on Friday in both games. At the hot corner, Sammy Buick. Up the middle, Cammie Kortokrax at short. Caitlin Farley at second. Reagan Milliken at first. In the outfield, Hadley Parisian, Skylar Lamone, Taylor Cruz left to right. And Jasmine Burns is behind the dish with Kay. Everyone back to their spots now. Bases loaded, nobody gone. Top of the first, no score. Ella Stevenson digs in for Michigan. Kay rocks and deals. First pitch to Stevenson is up and away, 1-0.
It's another good take by these Wolverine hitters. Kay can't throw strikes. Keep looking. Make her throw one here.
1-0 count to Stevenson. Bases loaded. Third baseman Buick pinched in a bit. 1-0 pitch is outside. 2-0. Kennedy Kay this year has walked 36 in 76 2/3 of work. 2-0 count, bases loaded, nobody gone, top of the first. Here's the pitch to Stevenson. She bloops it into shallow right field. Cruz closes in, but it's Farley, the second baseman, who runs toward the foul line to take care of it. One down, no movement on the base paths.
Yeah, kind of a tough space for Indy Langford at third base. She was a couple steps off that third base bag. That ball looked like it might have crept down. It was a long run to make for Farley out there. She made a nice grab, but either way, Indy Langford not able to tag up from third.
Now Lily Valamont here. Langford over at third. Conway and Putz behind her. One away. Top of the first. No score. Kay deals to Valamont. She cuts and hits a line drive foul. Third base side. She was out in front. 0-1. Ready to swing, though, on a first pitch strike.
A little bit excited right there. Bases loaded in the first. These girls want to get on top here early. Take the lead. No lead safe from this Ohio State team for sure, but it'd be nice to have some first inning runs here for Michigan.
0-1 to Lily Valamont, redshirt sophomore backstop from Trenton, Michigan. Bases loaded, one gone. Here's the 0-1 from Kay. Valamont takes it down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to Valamont. Kay comes set. Third base side of the rubber is the righty. She twirls the 1-1 and pumps one in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lily Valamont.
Kennedy K looking composed, although bases jammed with no out. She's got 1 out here now, but looking composed and in command is she.
K comes set back on the rubber. 1-2 pitch to Valamont. She grounds it foul down the third base line, just foul. Sammy Buick likely would have been able to step on third, get a force there. A run would have come across.
Indy Langford, she loves the run. Already at home basically as soon as that grounder was picked up at third.
Bases loaded, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the first, no score. As Kay deals a 1-2, Valamont grounds at similar spot. This time it's Bonnie Thole who gobbles it up in the coaching box.
I know that. We were talking about how athletic Bonnie Thole looked in warm-ups as well. She can still play, Alex. What do you think?
Maybe throw her in there, mix it up. She might have exhausted her eligibility a few years ago, unfortunately. Had a great career. 1-2 still to Lily Valamont, who's protecting here. Kay delivers home. Valamont fights it off. Draws it foul, first base side over the grandstand.
I think age is just a number. You know, she can suit up. I can see it happening. Way to stay alive here, though, for Valamont, following that ball back into the snack shack. Bowling in play.
Still 1-2 to Lily Valamont. Kay needs a put-away pitch, 1-2. Valamont, a fly ball, well struck to left field. Get out of here and gone. Lily Valamont, a grand slam. It's 4-0 Michigan here in the first.
Alex, what a swing and what an at-bat. Lily Valamont right there. Staying alive, protecting with 2 strikes. And absolutely belting one into play and over the fence. We wanted a hot start here from the Wolverines, and there is one. We still only got 1 out here in the top of the first. Wolverines lead 4-0. Picturesque start here for the Wolverines. Kind of reached out over the plate, too, swinging for that one. Chasing for it a little bit, but still able to barrel it up. It's a great swing by Valamont.
It was. Pulled it, a line drive to left field. Quite a piece of hitting there for Lily Valamont.
And the wind is back, Alex. The wind is back, unfortunately.
Just Valamont's 3rd homer of the year as Ellie Sealer takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to Michigan's left fielder. 4-0 Michigan, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. 0-1 count to Sealer, who's in the left-handed box against a righty in Kennedy K. K, third base side of the rubber, deals an 0-1. Sealer slices it away over the third base side grandstand. She's down 0-2.
Attacking the strike zone today, Kennedy K ahead of the counts here, but Wolverine batters are doing a good job fending off these pitches.
0-2 to Sealer. Here's the pitch from K, and it's down and away for a ball, 1-2.
These are gutsy takes as well. Wolverines not very giddy with the bats on early, but boy, discipline at the plate.
Bit of a rough day on Friday for Sealer. Batting average dropped 20 points between the 2 games. Chance to get something started here for Michigan. 1-2, fights it off again into the net behind home plate. Still alive at 1-2. 304 where that batting average is now for Sealer. Last year hit 341 in her junior year. Spent that season in the leadoff spot, got bumped down to 6 this year, with Indiana Langford hitting nearly 400 at the top. Here's the 1-2 from K, and Sealer extends the hands once more and fights off another pitch, still 1-2.
Almost all the girls sporting sunglasses today. Kennedy K is not. You know what? Interesting fashion choice. It's a sunny day too out, Alex.
You're rocking them.
I am. You're not. What's going on?
I've got the real glasses in the way. My nose is occupied already. 1-2 to Sealer. Line drive in a left center field. Skylar Limon dives. It's off for glove as she tried to backhand it Superman style. Base hit in a left center for Sealer. Another hit and a 2-strike count for the Michigan Wolverines.
It's a great poke in the left center by Sealer right there. But boy, Alex, we've seen Skylar Limon make so many athletic plays in center field. Crack at the bat. I thought she had that ball all the way down. I'm sure you shared similar thoughts, but just glimpsing off the top of her glove, not able to make that play. Still athletic out there, is she?
Maddie Erickson will dig in for Michigan, the 7-hitter, with a runner on first. 4-0 Michigan in the top of the first off the Lily Valamont grand slam. As Kay offers one to Erickson, she cuts on the first pitch, fouls it off into her front foot. 0-1, and Lamone has made a couple incredible plays, as you mentioned. In particular, had a huge play in game 1 of the series on Friday, running back toward the right center field wall, dove basically into the wall on the track to take away extra bases from Sealer. 0-1 to Erickson is grounded foul, third base side, well struck, and that largely extinguished the threat from Michigan in the 7th. 1-2-3 effort.
You're right.
That would have been a double for Sealer with one gone, and Michigan ended up losing that game by the run.
And she was the hero in the game as well. She do it all out there. Center field's not an easy position to play, but she makes it look easy.
0-2 to Erickson. Kay ahead here. She deals home, and Erickson leaves it alone well below the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Deals home and leaves it alone. I like that, Alex.
Bunch of 2-strike counts here in a row to Michigan.
I'm telling you, staying disciplined though. Still ending up on bag. I love to see it.
1-2 to Erickson. Not a hitter that walks at a huge clip. 1-2. She takes another one down and in.
Got to be the sun out today, helping with the vision or something, but Michigan girls are staying disciplined at the plate.
6 walks for Erickson to 16 strikeouts and 130 at-bats. 2-2. Gets a piece on a pitch that was into her hands.
It's a very smooth swing that Maddie Erickson has as well. I like to see it. And we talk about the gun that she has in the infield. Boy, can she sling that ball.
She can hit the ball hard, too. Line drive hitter is Maddie Erickson. 2-2 from Kay is outside. Erickson takes 3 straight balls. Foul mixed in there, but 3-2 count now after she was down 0-2. Infield, outfield, straight up. Runner on first in Sealer. 3-2 pitch. Erickson, a high fly ball deep to left field. To the warning track goes Parisian. She's got it there near the foul pole. Sealer will retreat to first. 2 away here in the top of the first. Deep fly out for Maddie Erickson.
It's about as deep as it gets to that 190 number in left field. Found the barrel, but just a little bit too far under that. Launch angle too high. Still a good swing by Maddie Erickson and the rest of the Michigan lineup.
Maddie Ramey now for Michigan, and good fight up there for Erickson, too, after falling down 0-2. Kennedy Kay, third base side of the rubber, deals first pitch to Ramey. Line drive up the middle and through into center. Sealer will stop at second. Maddie Ramey, the 8-hitter, delivers a knock up the middle. 2 on here and 2 out.
First pitch swinging.
Yeah.
Little circle visit, too. Kennedy Kay is approaching 40 pitches in the first inning. It's been a long one for her as we're in the 9th spot with Ellen McVeigh now. Boy, does she want to get out of this inning. Got 1 more out to go. Wolverines done with the lineup. 5 hits so far. Boy, have they put together a quality inning.
Bonnie Thole takes the moment to chat with Ellen McVeigh, senior shortstop from Des Moines, Iowa. It's been a bit of a struggle at the plate this year for McVeigh. 183 sits her batting average. Last year she hit 313. Chance to strike here. It's already 4-0 Michigan here in the top of the first inning off the Lily Valamont grand slam. 2 on and 2 gone here in the top of the first. The 9-hitter McVeigh shows bunt. Corner infield pinched in. Middle infield in as well for the Buckeyes. First pitch to McVeigh. She holds up, and the pitch is a strike on the outside half, 0-1. McVeigh taps the plate twice. Now shows bunt once more. Pulls it back. Here's the 0-1. Half swing. She held up. Appeal down to third. She did not go. Says third base umpire Sean Shoemaker. Gil Zayas, the first base ump. Stephen Gould calls the balls and strikes. 1-1 to McVeigh. Sealer at second, Ramey at first. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. McVeigh takes another pitch outside, 2-1.
Yeah, third baseman Sammy Buick playing super shallow, haunting memories of Indy Langford laying down all these bunts, and the lefty McVeigh showing it here once again.
In the outfield, the left fielder Parisian is shaded way toward the left field line. 2-1 to McVeigh is a strike outside half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, but Buick is about 7 or 8 strides away from the foul pole. Center fielder Limon shaded a bit toward left center, but there's a lot of room in left field for McVeigh if she could go the other way. 2-2 pitch. He slices it that way, but foul.
A little bit late on most of her swings. That's been the theme of the weekend. McVeigh not able to catch up to most of these pitches and put them into play. Kind of just following them, spraying them that left field line.
2-2 from Kay. McVeigh wave and a miss. Foul tip into the glove of Jasmine Burns. All 9 come to the plate for Michigan in the first. They score 4 on the grand slam by Lily Valamont. Bottom of the first coming up here in Columbus.
Exactly the inning that you want from the Wolverines, scoring 4. You'd think that they kind of want more off that. 5 hits on the inning, bet entirely through the lineup. But boy, what a start for the Wolverines, exactly what you needed. We all know that this 4-run lead is nothing safe, nothing comfortable for Michigan. But we'll have Lauren Durkowski come out here for the Wolverines first. We'll do a Lipa too. You like her? Makes catchy music.
That. She does.
But
I think
yeah,
I'm not as much of a fan as maybe some other folks might be.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
Okay. There's something in you. Ooh, ooh.
Well, Luke Bealey provides a chorus. I'll run you around the horn here for Michigan. As he said, Lauren Durkowski in the circle. She started game 1, usual Friday, Sunday starter for Michigan. She'll work in the battery with Lily Valamont, the catcher, and in the infield, Maddie Erickson, as usual, at the hot corner with her cannon. Up the middle, no surprises, Ellen McVeigh and Indiana Langford. At first, Maddie Ramey. And in the outfield for Michigan is Ellie Sealer in left, Janisa Conway in center, Ella Stevenson in right. The usual suspects for Bonnie Thole's squad. And usual lineup for Kieran Kumar's Buckeyes. Hadley Parisian, the leadoff hitter. Jasmine Burns hits second. Reagan Millick in third. Cami Kortokrax cleans up. Sammy Buick fifth. Caitlin Farley sixth. Morgan Fry, Skylar Limon, Taylor Cruz rounded out.
T-shirt toss in front of us. Michigan fan just caught one of the T-shirts and threw it back into the into the concourse in front of him. I like that play.
Parisian digs in. First pitch from Durkowski, off speed for a strike.
Oh, that was funny. Looks like J.K. Simmons down there, actually, but that's not him. It looks like him.
The Michigan guy.
That's an elite play right there.
0-1 to Parisian, who stands straight up in the corner of the batter's box. Durkowski deals again, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike, close pitch in there. One ball and 1 strike to Hadley Parisian. Durkowski deals home, misses down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to Parisian. Average at 299. The only hitter right now in this Buckeye order below 300 is just a tick down. Durkowski set third base side, rocks the 2-1. Misses away, 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Hadley Parisian.
I'll be forever mystified with his batting stance that Parisian has. These 2 back feet straight up. Oh, crazy.
Durkowski 3-1 pitch, well upstairs. Parisian takes her 38th walk of the year. 38 walks now to 31 strikeouts for her. She's aboard with a leadoff base on balls to start the Buckeyes off.
Oh, we know how Durkowski started her first start on Friday. Walk a runner, get out of the inning. See if she can repeat some of this magic right here as well.
Jasmine Burns, one of the most dangerous hitters in the country, digs in now. First pitch from Durkowski, rise is well up, and Lily Valamont wants time to talk to Durkowski early here. 1-0 count to Burns. Runner at first is Parisian, and Jasmine Burns has just been phenomenal this season for the Buckeyes. Batting average .492. Slugging percentage over 1,000. She's got 14 doubles, 21 homers. She homered on Friday to break the Ohio State single-season home run record.
Not sure if it gets better than that.
1-0 pitch to her off the end of the bat away, and it spins away from Durkowski. Burns over to first. She beats a toss from Indiana Langford. A lot of side spin off the cap of Burns' bat, and it spun off at Durkowski's glove. Langford had gone up the middle as if it wasn't going to hit Durkowski. Had to play it off the bounce, and Burns beats it out.
That's super unfortunate. Way too many RPMs on that ball. I mean, you can see the spin as soon as it hit the tip of that bat, but boy, I don't think there was ever a chance on that ball spinning way too much.
Reagan Milliken now for the Buckeyes. 2 on, nobody gone. First pitch to her, and off speed. She was way in front of. 0-1. 2 on for the Buckeyes. Bottom of the first inning, nobody gone. 4-0 Michigan. Buckeyes in position to answer right back here in the first with Milliken. Durkowski rocks and deals the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch. This one's above the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Milliken batting .340, doesn't walk much. Big pop in her bat. 1-1 from Durkowski. Misses inside to the right-handed hitter, Reagan Milliken.
Milliken takes about 5 to 10 steps out of the batter's box after every pitch, too. Taking her time. Getting composed here. Runners in scoring position.
Durkowski set third base side. Rocks her hands to her chest and deals well up. Lily Valamont snares it. 3-1 to Milliken.
Great athletic snag behind the plate right there. Looked like Parisian on second. Wanted some more bases, but she'll stay over there at second.
2 on, nobody out. 3-1 count to the 3-hitter Reagan Milliken. Durkowski deals a 3-1, wave and a miss. Filthy drop ball there.
It's a great pitch. At off speed, it's very effective against this Ohio State lineup. We saw that in game 1, too, as well, Alex.
Full count now to Milliken. Durkowski not someone to give in, even down in the count. 2 on, nobody gone. Bottom of the first. 3-2. Off speed again. She got her swinging. Milliken well out in front. Durkowski battles back from down in the count, gets her.
That's disgusting stuff from Durkowski. That off-speed pitch is just nasty. And these Ohio State hitters have no answer for it thus far.
Cami Kortokrax now, the shortstop, with 2 on and 1 gone in the bottom of the first inning. Durkowski deals well upstairs. Valamont out of the crouch again to get it. 1-0 to Kortokrax. 361 hitter is the senior Kortokrax. She has started every game in her 4 years as a Buckeye. 1-0 pitch from Durkowski is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kortokrax.
Kortokrax drops her head after that pitch, too. Thought it might have been a little bit outside, but she'll step back in here, do it again.
Staggered stance for Kortokrax. Left foot up the third base line in the right-handed box. Here's the 1-1 from Durkowski. Just missed below the knees. Valamont tried to paint the picture. Stephen Gould, the umpire, didn't buy it.
It's an art back there. That frame job couldn't get much better from Valamont, but those eyes, those umpire eyes, perfect.
2 balls and 1 strike. Durkowski rocks and deals. It's fouled back into the net behind home plate. 2-2 to Kortokrax.
Little jump scare for these Ohio State fans behind the plate as well. Little restless in these seats as that ball hit the screen. 2-2 count, Alex. Let's do it.
Parisian at second. Burns at first for the Buckeyes. 1 away. Bottom of the first inning. 4-0 Michigan. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Milliken hits it off her hands to McVeigh. A floater. The shortstop backs up a few steps. Hauls it in for out number 2.
And Durkowski, somewhat of a pitch to contact right there. Kind of jammed the hands of Kortokrax in there, but forces a little pop-up. 2 outs here now. See if she can get out of the inning.
Sammy Buick now with 2 on and 2 gone. Durkowski delivers upstairs to open her up 1-0.
Blake's missing that first pitch upstairs. Getting a couple whiffs of sunscreen. Not quite sure who applied it out here, but it's a nice day.
Durkowski rocks 1-0 is an off-speed pitch that misses inside. This is the first day we've been here that you have not checked the UV index.
Oh, you reminded me. Are you a sunscreen guy?
I'm a sunscreen guy regardless of the UV index once it gets hot enough, but we're shaded here in Columbus. 2-0 count.
Weather report in a second.
Buick crushes a 2-0 pitch out to center field and gone. 3-run shot for Buick, and the Buckeyes are right back in this thing. 4-3 Michigan here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, well, Alex, we know it all too well. The nation-leading team in homers. There's another rocket sent out to the deepest part of left center. That is Sammy Buick with a rocket. Something incredible. This lead was never safe. That is for the Wolverines, and we're here 7 runs only in the first inning. Oh boy. UV index is 7, by the way, might I add.
Uh-oh.
Why does it take this Q-zip off, get some rays? It's a nice day.
Durkowski deals a first pitch strike to Caitlin Farley, 0-1. It's a beautiful day for softball. Just a few light clouds, not a ton, and a blue sky here in Columbus.
With an irritating breeze, might I add.
0-1 off speed from Durkowski. Lily Valamont held her glove up, did not move it. From the spot she caught it. No call from Stephen Gould. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caitlin Farley, the second baseman. 4-3 Michigan here, bottom of the first inning, 2 away. Durkowski rocks back 1-1, and Farley grounds this foul down the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's almost another sold-out ballpark today on Easter Sunday, too. These Ohio State fans really showing up for the girls.
1-2 to Farley. Staggered stance for her in the left-handed batter's box. 1-2 from Durkowski. Called strike 3 on the outside edge.
Valamont jogging out of that catcher stance without even the call. She knew that was a strike all the way in there. Wolverines surrender 3. Kind of wanted minimal damage on that one, but that was an absolute rocket sent into left center by Sammy Buick. Regardless, Wolverines still hold a 1-0 lead in a virtual game. 4-3 to score, but 1-run lead heading into the second. We want another softball game, Alex, and we're sure getting one. Fireworks flying early here.
That they are. Kennedy K will go back to the circle for the Buckeyes here for the second. Thanks for joining us on WCBN Sports, the official student radio of the University of Michigan. I'm Alex Miller, Luke Bealey alongside me. I'll have the first 3.5 innings of play-by-play, then Luke will take over to close us down here for this weekend trip.
It's democracy. We split duties, you know. Travel all this way, 3.5-hour drive back to Ann Arbor after this game.
What do you think of that drive?
I think it's very Midwestern-y. There is lots of farms, lots of tiny towns, intimate cities.
That's a good word for it.
You're right. It is an intimate kind of environment. I love it. I love the Midwest. Nowhere else I'd rather be. Do you like it?
I like the drive.
Okay. You don't sound so sure, though.
You don't see a whole lot, but it's
calming.
It's scenic. It's calming, yeah.
And it'll still be light when we leave, too. So
it will.
That's great. Summer.
It's something like it. Top of the second, and Indiana Langford leads it off just as she did in the first. Corner infield is well in. Buick pretty much halfway between home and third. Now she backs up more like 2/3 of the way down. And that pitch clipped Indiana Langford on the elbow. First pitch inside, and Langford's aboard on the hit by pitch.
You can't stop her from getting on base no matter what it takes. Laying down a bunt, taking a pitch off the elbows. Oh, she is just an OBP maniac. Uh-oh. Well, looks like
they're going to take a look, I think, whether or not this got a piece, of Langford.
Or she kind of charged up on it.
If she was out of the batter's box.
Right.
All 3 umpires are talking over this, and now 2 of them split off to go talk to Kieran Kumar, who I believe just used her challenge, and they're going to take a look. Kumar did use her challenge there, so they're going to take a look at this. See if Langford was indeed hit and if she was within the batter's box when it hit her.
There's a squirrel jet skiing. Or what is that?
Something like that.
No, it's water skiing.
Yeah.
On the big screen right now.
Yes.
How does he do it?
He's a talented squirrel.
You ever water ski before?
No.
No, neither have I.
Went wake surfing, I think, one time and kept falling off.
Oh, tubing.
Tubing I've been.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
I've been tubing.
Okay.
But like I was on like a wake surf, so like it's like a surfboard back there, and I just kept falling off.
I can't do it.
I think it's something you got to do as a kid.
Oh, for sure. Living on the lake in Michigan, you know.
You ever like real ski before?
No, I've snowboarded.
Okay.
I want to learn how to ski though. The parallels are drawn between hockey. I think I could do it. Have you?
I can ski, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Never been on skates, but I can ski.
That's insane to me that you've never skated.
Never skated.
I can't believe it, man.
I know.
You're a Michigan boy, too.
I know.
What's going on?
Never been on skates.
Is it a pride thing now? Like, hey, I'm never going to do it.
No, it's not. It's almost an embarrassment thing.
So when is it going to happen?
I'm just afraid I'll go out there and just break 2 ankles, and that'll be that.
Don't know. I played it for 18 years, and no permanent. Well, I quit hockey. Never mind. It was a flimsy kind of example, but this review's taking some time. And the cow's back on the big screen chewing grass. I don't like this graphic. I don't know what they think about it, but I'm not a fan of this one.
Again, the review here for whether or not Indiana Langford was indeed hit by this pitch, and likely whether or not she was in or out of the batter's box if it did indeed hit her. And here come the umpires, and it did hit her on the elbow. Point to first. She is still there. Indiana Langford extends her arms in a large safe sign. So she is there. The leadoff hitter in the second, just as she was in the first, is aboard. Michigan batted around in the top of the first, got 4 in a Lily Valamont grand slam. Ohio State answered with a 3-run homer by Sammy Buick in the bottom of the first. 4-3 Michigan. Runner on first, nobody gone. Top of the second for Janisa Conway. Kennedy Kay in the circle, rocks from the rubber and deals. Conway holds up her swing and takes the ball outside. Indiana Langford can fly over there at first base. Conway in the left-handed batter's box. 1-0 pitch, here it is from Kay, off speed. Conway grounds it to first base. Step on the bag there for Milliken, and Conway cut down. Langford all the way up to second.
Oh, that ball just tight roping that first base line. Not able to trickle foul. As Milliken kind of cut it off before it got to that first base, but either way, that's an out. And a base runner in position, though, scoring position, that is Indiana Langford at second for Michigan here.
Lauren puts now with a runner at second and 1 away. First pitch to her is outside. Puts had a walk an inning ago. Indiana Langford in scoring position at second for Michigan. Infield, outfield, straight up, standard depth on Lauren Puts. Here's the 1-0 from Kennedy Kay. Misses down and away. 2-0 to Puts.
I think Puts is going to be something terrific for this Wolverine team long term as well. What a freshman campaign that she is having. Cornerstone for this Michigan program.
2-0 from Kay is upstairs. 3-0. You look at the heart of this Michigan order. Sophomore in Conway, freshman in Puts, sophomore in Stevenson, redshirt sophomore in Valamont. 2 through 5, got a really good group.
That's right.
To build around these next couple of years. 3-0 to Puts. Here it comes from Kay. Puts takes it for a 3-1 count. This is exactly how her first plate appearance went. She took 3 balls, took a strike. If the same thing follows, she takes another strike here. We'll see. 3 balls, 1 strike. Langford at second, 1 away. Top of the second, 4-3 Michigan. Kay rocks back. Here's the 3-1. Puts cuts on it. Flies one to shallow center. Farley, the second baseman, retreats behind the bag, hauls it in.
Kind of reached out over the plate for that one. Puts not able to completely barrel it up. Just shallow center field. Farley trots back. It's an easy grab to make.
Ella Stevenson now for the Wolverines. She popped up on the right side of the infield her first time up. Gets Langford at second and 2 away here in the top of the second inning. 4-3 Michigan. Kennedy Kay, the righty. Third base side of the rubber is her right foot. Rocks back on her left, hands to the chest and deals a first pitch to Stevenson. That is a strike on the outside half, 0-1.
See a guy about 4 rows down from us holding his phone up to his ear. Got to be curious if he's listening to WCBN's presentation of Michigan Wolverine softball.
He seems to be wearing Buckeye colors, or he's sitting with some Buckeyes. Here's the 0-1 to Stevenson, wave and a miss on a pitch down and away. So I'd say it's more likely he's listening to the SGSR, Ohio State student radio guys, right to our right.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's us.
No balls, 2 strikes to Stevenson. Langford at second, 2 away. Here in the top of the second inning. Kay hurls one home to Stevenson. It bounces in and goes off the chest protector of Burns. Langford up to third. She takes a turn around the bag. Will hold there. But she advances second to third on the wild pitch. Burns couldn't block it. It hopped in, landed well in front of home plate. Runner at third now.
Energizer Bunny on the base pass. She wanted to go home, but Bonnie told her, hey, no, not yet.
1-2 count to Stevenson. Kay rocks back and deals. Stevenson hits a pitch off her own leg and limps out of the batter's box.
That hurt.
It came off her leg and rolled all the way down to the third baseman, Buick. Stevenson will try to fight this one off. He's got a shin protector on that left foot, but clearly missed it.
Hey, just got to use that age-old saying, walk it off. She's all right. Little practice swing, hop back into the box. She'll do it again.
Sophomore from Algonac, Michigan digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Runner at third is Indiana Langford. Stevenson back in the right-handed batter's box, hands it around shoulder level. Kay drops her hands to her belt, rocks back on her left foot, deals a 1-2. Stevenson reaches out, gets the end of the bat to a pitch away, an off speed at one. Fouls it off first base side. Still 1-2. Stevenson taps the plate once, twirls the bat up. As Kay checks her wristband here, back on the rubber, needs a put-away pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stevenson, runner at third. Here comes Kennedy Kay, and Stevenson fouls off a rise ball back into the net.
Yeah, just protecting here, doing a good job at it is Ella Stevenson. Gotta wonder if that left leg is feeling good or she's just trying to protect at this stage to fully plant that foot and get a nice swing on it.
Still 1-2 to Stevenson. Kay zips the 1-2. Stevenson grounds it up the middle. Kay reaches over her heads to snare it on a chop over to first. Stevenson cut down. Kennedy Kay helps herself out. Michigan strands Indiana Langford at third. It's 4-3 Michigan still as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, super high chopper right there. Alex, we were talking about a pregame that this Ohio State team has got about 2 tall girls on it. And if Kennedy Kay was a couple inches shorter right there, that snow cone kind of grounder would not have been fielded and ultimately would have scored a run for the Wolverines, but we'll head to the bottom of the second. No damage done. We've got some exciting softball today.
We do. Back and forth early. A Lily Valamont grand slam in the top of the first. 3-run homer for Sammy Buick for the Buckeyes to answer in the bottom of the first. Wolverines go scoreless in the top of the second. Now the Buckeyes get another chance against Lauren Durkowski in the bottom of the frame. They send up 7, 8, and 9. Morgan Fry, Skylar Lamone, and Taylor Cruz.
Let's get loud and cheer on the Buckeyes. It's not very loud here. It's not very loud. This wind's got to stop, Alex.
Yeah, you think
it's
so?
Got to stop. I want to take off this Q-zip and get some rays, but the wind is kind of a little bit too chilly out here.
7, 8, and 9 for the Buckeyes. Morgan Fry, Skylar Lamone, Taylor Cruz, but make no mistake, this group about as dangerous as any part of the lineup. Fry hitting .388. Lamone had a pair of homers on Friday. First pitch to Fry, off speed for Durkowski at the knees for a strike. Morgan Fry, grad transfer from Berry College, has moved up from the D3 level pretty much flawlessly. 0-1 from Durkowski. Similar pitch as the last one. This one called a ball low. Off-speed pitch around the knees of Fry. 1-1. Morgan Fry stands a powerful 6'1" in the right-handed box. 1-1 above the zone. 2-1 from Durkowski.
She's taller than me.
Taller than me, too. You 6 foot flat?
Yeah, 6 foot
Yeah, me
flat.
too. It's a real 6 foot flat, I'll tell you. 2-1 from Durkowski is a strike.
That's the whole issue, isn't it? That, oh, you're not 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, man. Actually, Michigan Athletics, the website has me at 6'1". I am not 6'1". I don't know who put that down, who's lying on my behalf, but that is not me.
Durkowski 2-2 to Fry. Wave and a miss. Rise ball up and in. Got her swinging.
Fry, not really the best weekend that she's had on the year. Friday was kind of rough and not a great start here for her as she way behind that pitch from Durkowski.
But here's Skylar Lamone, who have had about as good of a Friday as you could have hoped for. Pair of homers in that doubleheader. A couple great plays in center field. She'll dig in to the left-handed batter's box. Corner infield pinched in for Michigan as Durkowski just misses away to Lamone.
Well, you go from the tallest player in the lineup to the shortest player in the lineup, 6'1" to 5'4". But make no mistake, Alex, Lamone can sure swing that bat.
Durkowski rocks 1-0 pitch, is grounded past Maddie Ramey at first and into right field. Stevenson will bring it into Indiana Langford, but a one-out single for Skylar Lamone pulled it through the right side of the infield.
There she goes. When you can get that production out of the 8-hitter in the lineup, oh boy, there's no stopping this Ohio State team. Especially in the 9 spot too. Taylor Cruz, they can do it all.
Taylor Cruz hitting .307. 4 doubles, 12 homers to her name in the 9 spot. Runner at first in Lamone. First pitch to Cruz, clipped her on the front left elbow, and she'll take first on the hit by pitch. 2 on now for the Buckeyes, and that'll bring Jen Brundage out of the Michigan dugout to talk things over with Lauren Durkowski.
Well, that's why you wear that elbow guard. Skylar Cruz taking that off and throwing it back to the dugout, but without that equipment, oh boy, does that ball hurt.
Jen Brundage will talk things over with Lauren Durkowski. Durkowski gets a high five from Ellen McVeigh, and now Bonnie Thole out of the Michigan dugout and gathers the infield here. Brundage, her longtime assistant, will head back in. Of course, Brundage and Thole together, assistants for Carol Hutchins for years and years and years. Bonnie Thole, 26 years as an assistant. Now this is her third as the head coach. For Brundage, year 27 on staff, her third as the associate head coach. Got a promotion with Thole. Hadley Parisian, the leadoff hitter, digs in against Durkowski, and a first pitch strike is dropped in and off speed there.
Thought about it, kind of checked that bat up a little bit. Didn't pull the trigger. But Ohio State can kind of tally on some runs here if they want to at the top of the lineup.
Durkowski set, rocks back 0-1 to Parisian. Is just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Skylar Lamone at second, Cruz at first.
Kind of low to sleep with an off-speed pitch and then get her with a heater right there. That one doesn't find the zone, but interesting mix from Durkowski.
Here's the 1-1. This is cut on and sliced toward the Buckeye bullpen, third base side, out of play. 1-2 on Parisian.
All right, you went off-speed, heater, off-speed. Wonder if you go heater again. The Parisian was behind on that last off-speed pitch. See what Durkowski goes with here.
1 ball and 2 strikes. As Durkowski misses away, Luke Bealey's trying to make friends with a bee. Yeah, but don't shoo him into me.
Hey, he's flying towards you, man. I'm trying to.
Just let him be. If you don't swat him, he
be.
won't sting me. Oh! 2 balls, 2 strikes to Parisian. 2 on, 1 away. Bottom of the second inning, 4-3 Michigan. Durkowski rocks. 2-2 is grounded over to Ramey at first. Over to second. McVeigh covers and is there. That cuts down Cruz. They're on the corners now with 2 outs for the Buckeyes. Parisian reaches on the fielder's choice.
And McVeigh a little bit slow to get over to second base right there. Throw was made to her, and she still had to make a couple steps to tag the bag. Gotta wonder if she was a little bit earlier. They could have turned 2, but either way, 2 outs here. Runners at the corners for a very dangerous hitter, Alex.
Jasmine Burns had an infield single in the first inning. A chance here with runners on the corners and 2 gone. Durkowski deals upstairs to Burns.
I'm going to correct Ohio State Radio. They are saying that Puts is playing. Borrow your pencil. Thank you, sir.
1-0 is fouled off. Ooh,
Hey.
take the
Hey.
net away. There's our foul ball.
Hey.
1 ball and 1 strike to Jasmine Burns. Durkowski rocks 1-1. Is inside to Burns.
Thank you.
2-1. Two gone. Limon at third. Parisian at first. 2-1 count to the ever dangerous Jasmine Burns. 496 batting average. Here's the 2-1 from Durkowski. A strike.
Ooh.
2-2.
She'll stroll out of the batter's box, get reset. Off that last little bunt spinner kind of on base that she had for her first appearance.
Here's the 2-2. Up and away. Full count now to Burns.
All right. Payoff pitch, Alex. Dangerous hitter.
Runners on the corners, 2 gone. 3-2 to Burns is a fly ball in the infield, drifting foul, and it goes out of play. Oh, a pair of Buckeye fans
Alex.
split the softball. Got to call the other one off, huh?
Yeah, you think so, but man, Ohio State fans, I don't think I've seen one make a grab here today in the crowd, or Friday as well too. I don't know what's going on here in Columbus.
Need some stick 'em on the hands. 3-2 once more to Burns. A fly ball high to left field. Sealer a few steps in and to her left, and she's underneath it. Buckeyes lead. Runners on the corners. Shutout second inning for Durkowski. It's 4-3 Michigan after 2 here in Columbus.
Yeah, way to get out of that inning. If you're Durkowski, Ohio State threatening to score with the best hitter at the plate, amounting to none. That's huge. I'm telling you what, though, Alex. You go to Carol Hutchins in Ann Arbor, you see the youth catching balls, you see the old, elderly, all ages are out there getting active with the hands and bringing these foul balls in. But here, you know what, at Buckeye Field, can't say the same. Something's in the air. I don't know what it is. Little Taylor Swift. You like Taylor Swift?
Not as much as Vihan Iswar of the Michigan Daily and WCBN over in the press box. I'll say that much.
I know it. I'm a super fan.
But I don't mind some Taylor.
You
I
better
don't
talk
think
nice to
she's
Jaden as well.
the greatest. Yeah, Jaden Fody, director of WCBN Sports. She loves
She'll give you an earful.
Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift makes some fine pop music, but doesn't
what?
make me feel something in my soul, you know?
Okay, that was the kicker right there. That's what I was waiting on. What makes you feel something in your soul?
Boogie Wonderland.
It's the long-running joke.
No, I'm serious. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Got fist bumps from the Ohio State radio crew. Corrected them, saying McVay's playing short. It's a rookie mistake over there, but
Well, it's not them. It's the lineup card.
I know it.
Has been
They
printed
messed up
with
again.
McVay at short, or Puts at short, and McVay a designated player. But
happens.
anywho. Back
Beyonce. Like her?
Sure. No, I like her. I'm not a huge pop music listener in the modern day.
Oh, boy.
Lily Valamont leads off for Michigan here in the third. She had the grand salami in the first.
Ooh.
4-3 Michigan, top of the third. Kay's first pitch to Valamont is down and in for a ball 1.
You like salami?
I dabble.
Okay. What's your go-to sandwich meat? Deli meat.
Likely turkey,
That's a good man.
but I like some salami. Oh, I like corned beef and pastrami.
Ooh. Okay.
1-0 to Valamont. What about you?
If we're going top 3, I'll go turkey, salami. I'll throw some corned beef in there too.
Okay.
It's delicious.
I think actually thinking about it, top 3, it's probably corned beef, pastrami, turkey, but I probably eat more turkey. Not really anymore.
It's a hot commodity.
2-0 to Valamont is a strike, 2-1. So I'll tell you, my senior year of high school, or the summer afterward, I worked at a deli counter of a grocery store and sliced meat and cheese for a summer.
Okay.
So I'm very familiar with all kinds of
the meats.
Of meat, yeah, exactly. 2-1, Valamont cuts on it, grounds it. Bonnie Thole plays it off the net, third base side, 2-2.
I feel like it's hard to come around a good piece of corned beef. Like that's like a $15 sandwich kind of thing. But if you want like a good salami or turkey sandwich, $2, $3, you can get a pound of it for cheap.
Sure.
But, you know.
2-2 to Valamont is ripped on the ground, foul, third base side once more. Still 2-2.
Provolone cheese, Swiss, what are you doing?
I'm good with both of those. I don't mind a cheddar, maybe a white cheddar.
Cheddar with corned beef?
Okay, with corned beef, I'll go Swiss.
Okay. With turkey, what are you going?
Maybe some cheddar.
Cheddar and turkey?
I don't mind.
You are a madman. That is crazy.
Here's the thing. Well, here's 2-2 first to Valamont. Kay rocks and deals, and Valamont rips the same spot as last time, down the third base line, foul. I cannot recall the last time I ate like a cold cut sandwich. I really can't.
You got to get on it, man. Smoked turkey, provolone. Oh.
I like how you say provolone.
What do you mean? Provolone?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
You got a good voice for provolone.
Provolone. Sound like a good softball name.
2-2 to Valamont. Fly ball down the left field line. Drifts foul and is run down by Buick. In foul territory. Off the bat, looked like more to me. But just a fly out there. Foul ground for Valamont. They'll bring up Ellie Sealer, who had a single and a left center her first time up.
Tigers just started too. It's Eric Scooble Day. Everyone's favorite day of the week.
Ellie Sealer digs in over here. Her first pitch, she cuts on and fouls back into the netting. 0-1 on Sealer. One away here, top of the third inning, 4-3 Michigan. The runs all came in the first. A grand slam by Valamont and a 3-run homer by Sammy Buick for the Buckeyes. 0-1 to Sealer. Kay delivers home. Sealer squared around, pulled it back. Pitch was a ball. 1 strike.
Couple displeased fans as well. Come on, Blue! You know, it's not the end of the world, people.
Long after appeal down to third. Did not go. 1 strike to Sealer. Infield in a little bit on the corners. 1-1 pitch. Sealer leaves it alone. Outside, 2-1.
Another good take. These Wolverine hitters really disciplined at the plate today.
Two balls, 1 strike to Sealer in the left-hander batter's box. Here's the pitch from Kay. Sealer rolls it to first. Back in and play by Milliken. Race to the bag. Milliken lays out, and Sealer is safe. Her foot hit the bag before the glove of Milliken.
Super lackadaisical over there as Milliken made the play. Second baseman Farley, nor did Kay cover that bag. And all grit right there. Sealer just beats that play out. Kind of a miscommunication on D.
Sealer aboard with 1 away. Now it's Maddie Erickson. She flew out to left her first time up. Kay comes set, third base side of the rubber. And deals to Erickson, who hits a chopper to short right at quarter crack. She bobbles it and has to go to first, and Erickson's retired. Without the bobble, that's maybe 2, or at least the runner cut down is Sealer at second. The Reese bobble there for quarter crack. Sealer up to second with 2 away for Maddie Ramey. Ramey had a single to center in the first inning. First pitch to her well upstairs as Ramey showed bunt. Not a player who's laid it down a ton. Has good speed. Regular pinch runner for the Wolverines last couple of years. Now seeing nearly everyday time at first base. He's been very productive at the dish, hitting .304. Here's the 1-0 to her from Kay. Big cut from Ramey. Swung right through it.
Way ahead of that pitch. Ramey wanted it, though.
1 ball, 1 strike to Maddie Ramey. Zaggart stands for Ramey, right foot up the first base line. 1-1, bounces in front of home plate. Burns keeps it in front of her.
Yeah.
That keeps Sealer at second. 2 balls, 1 strike to Maddie Ramey. Runner at second is Sealer. 2-1 count and 2 gone. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, 4-3 Michigan. Kay delivers to Ramey. She squares around, lays it down into foul grounds. 2-2 to Maddie Ramey.
TJ's trying to start some stuff in the chat, saying that Hunter Green's better than Tarek Skubal. It's blasphemy right there. Tigers are down 2-0 right now, but TJ, you know you're wrong, man.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Maddie Ramey. Runner at second is Ellie Sealer. 2 gone. Here's the 2-2 to Ramey. She cuts and fouls it back over the press box behind home plate.
Parking lot hasn't gotten a lot of action today. That's the first one that's been soaring over the building. Still a good swing, protect swing. See if Ramey can level that out and put it into play.
Ramey taps the plate once, shakes out her shoulders. Now the back goes up. Here's the 2-2 from Kay. Ramey takes it outside. Full count to Maddie Ramey. Kay is set. Here she comes. 3-2 to Ramey. Wave and a miss. She swings over a pitch in the dirt and strikes out, stranding Sealer at second.
Kay slowed her down about, it looked like 15, 20 miles per hour on that pitch, off-speed pitch. Had Ramey completely fooled. Bye-bye. There you go, Alex.
That was you.
I know it, but you gave the finger gesture, so I tried to finish it vocally for you.
Yep, appreciate that.
You like the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regularly listen to the Backstreet Boys, but.
You'll dabble.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, it's Easter, right?
Okay.
Top 3 candies.
Just in general?
Sure, Easter candy, you know.
I don't really partake so much.
Well, you know what I mean. Just any type of, tiny little, candy. You're a candy guy. You're a sweet guy.
I like a 100 grand bar.
Okay.
I stand that is the best,
that's
mass-produced chocolate bar. What's better?
Better candy bar?
Yeah.
Than 100 grand?
Yes.
Milky Way?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's like that crappy nougat in Milky Way that nobody
wants.
wants.
There is not. It's caramel, chocolate.
What's the other layer? There's something in there. It's
nougat.
There's
no. There is no hard piece in Milky Way. Milky Way contents. All right, let's see. There's no. I'm telling you, Alex. There's nothing in it.
Look this up.
3 Musketeers is better than 100 grand.
You like all that stuff. I don't like what's in the 3 Musketeers.
It's just like a foamy kind of.
Yeah, I don't like
that. I looked up Milky Way content, and it just came up with billions of stars. I'll pull up the candy bar.
Back to softball, though, here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 3, 4, and 5. Reagan Milliken, Cami Kortokrax, Sammy Buick. Milliken struck out her first time up. First pitch to her into the hand. She fights it off. And there, a Buckeye bobbles it off the hands, off the chest. Couldn't haul it in.
It's unbelievable. No Ohio State fan can come down with the ball. What is happening?
Get him some sticking. The usher, though, on the toss.
He was quick.
Down. He hauled it in
he
one
was
arm.
Quick.
He had some shirts in his other hand. Milliken takes an 0-1 upstairs from Durkowski, 1-1.
Okay, here's a Milky Way. Oh, that's a homemade Milky Way. I need to see like a. Oh, here we go. Wi-Fi's a little slow, so bear with me.
Durkowski set. Releases the 1-1 off speed, drops on in, 1-2.
Yep. Great pitch right there. That off speed really working for Durkowski.
One ball and 2 strikes to Milliken. Durkowski deals. Off-speed pitch is popped up high into the sky. Langford camps under it. Had to move a few steps to her right and back. Hauls it in. The second baseman does. One away here, top of the third. Still 4-3 Michigan.
Michigan infield with no sunglasses on, too. Interesting play. The outfield with, only two girls on defense now with sunglasses. Kind of maybe better eyesight than the Buckeyes, you know. Not quite sure what the sun positioning looks like, but.
First pitch, swing and a miss from Cami Quartercracks, well out in front of an off speed.
Got to be tough to battle that sun, even at that second base position for Langford when that ball is skied 50 to 100 feet in the air. Not easy.
0-1 from Durkowski is an off speed that catches the edge to Quartercracks, 0-2.
It's a good frame job by Valamont right there. Might have painted the corner, but really sold it back there.
Durkowski set up 0-2 on Quartercracks. She delivers home well upstairs, 1-2 with the Buckeye shortstop.
Yeah, never a doubt about that pitch. Just trying to get Quartercracks to chase on that one. See what she goes here, 1-2, pitcher's count. Gonna make Quartercracks work for it.
Durkowski set, hands at her belt, rocks them in front of her. 1-2 pitch home is high and popped foul. And look out, nearly hit a couple of Buckeye fans walking up the section in the head. Lands right in front of them. That could have been dangerous.
There's a guy in the front row. He's got to step up and take charge. See, hey, that ball's coming over here. Two women that have no idea where that ball's headed. That was almost bad news, Alex. Those balls are not soft.
They are not.
This usher is killing it, though.
He collects another softball. 1-2 to Quartercracks. Durkowski deals home. Quartercracks hits a ball shallow center field. Langford retreats, hauls it in. Back-to-back pop-ups to Langford.
It's a sizable run to make for a second baseman out there, but Indy Langford, her first three steps are ever so quick. She had to slow down to catch that ball, but that's a routine play for Indy Langford at second base.
Sammy Buick now, 3-run homer for her in the first. Chance here with nobody aboard and 2 gone. Bottom of the third inning. First pitch to her from Durkowski is inside, ball 1.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue that she walks up to as well. Interesting choice. Country girl, I guess.
Third base side of the rubber is Durkowski. 1-0 to Buick, off speed for a strike.
That off-speed pitch that Durkowski throws, beautiful.
Buick from McMurray, Pennsylvania.
Ever been there?
No, I have not.
Yeah, neither have I.
One to her from Durkowski, well upstairs, 2-1. Infield, outfield, straight up for Michigan. Everybody pretty deep. Middle infield, McVeigh and Langford just in front of the grass. 2-1 pitch to Buick is low from Durkowski, 3-1. Durkowski comes set, Buick bat on her shoulder. Here's the 3-1, half swing at it and knocks it off the net to the right of home plate. 3-2 to Buick.
Yeah, I just sawed that pitch off. Buick playing defense right there. Full count though.
(3-2) from Durkowski, line drive right at McVeigh, who goes to one knee to haul it in. 1-2-3, third inning of work for Durkowski. She dispatches 3, 4, and 5 right in a row. Head to the fourth inning, still 4-3 Michigan. All the runs came in the first on a grand slam by Valamont for Michigan, 3-run homer by Buick for the Buckeyes.
And since then, we have been scoreless. It's a great grab by McVeigh at short, directly to her, kind of a backhand snare grab in the air. Nice little grab. But a color rush kind of matchup uniform. I didn't really consider that. It is a kind of a color rush thing today. Wolverines with their maize tops, blue pants, and Ohio State with the all scarlets. Well, let's call them red for the sake of that, though. I like it. Visually appealing.
You're listening to WCBN Sports, the official student radio of the University of Michigan. I'm Alex Miller, Luke Bealey alongside me. 4-3 Michigan as we head to the top of the fourth, and my last half inning of play-by-play before I turn this over to Mr. Bealey to take us home in what should be quite a ball game. 4-3 Michigan after 3.
Take us home. You're going to take us home, actually.
Country roads, huh?
You're going to take us home, literally.
Literally.
So I'm banking on you for that. And the Ford Escape, is that a Ford Escape?
I think so.
You don't know what car you drive?
It's an Escape.
Okay, freshly with a new oil change, too. So, what a great vehicle.
9-1-2 for Michigan here in the top of the fourth. Ella McVeigh, Indiana Langford, Janisa Conway. Corner infield well in on McVeigh. Middle infield in as well. The corner is about 2/3 of the way between home and third. First pitch to McVeigh. She slices foul to the third base side. Grandstand.
Yeah, McVeigh's just got to time these swings up just a little bit better. She's behind a little bit of everything, spraying those balls foul to the left side.
McVeigh shows bunt. Pulls it back for timing's sake, then puts it back down. The 0-1 dribbles foul off her bunt. 0-2.
Yeah, 0-2 real quick. McVeigh got to play smart at the plate here. Play protect. Don't chase.
Kennedy K back on the rubber. She rocks. Here's the 0-2 to McVeigh. Fly ball well struck to left center field. Limon is pushed back a bit, hauls it in the alley. Never a ton of danger there, but a well-struck liner the opposite way by McVeigh.
That's probably the best contact that we've seen out of McVeigh all weekend. Limon shallow, but still solid swing by McVeigh.
Indiana Langford now here with one away, top of the fourth inning, 4-3 Michigan. Corners way in on Indy Langford. First pitch to her.
Wonder why.
Is a strike. Langford a bunt single in the first. That's her fourth of those this series. Hit by a pitch in the second.
Incredible.
She taps the plate, spins the bat up, rests it on her shoulder. She waits for Kay to get on the rubber. Now the hands go at around head high. Kay on the rubber, rocks back. Here's the 0-1. Langford takes it outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the fourth, 4-3 Michigan.
I wanted to do it again. One more bunt. Come on.
Kay, the righty on the third base side of the rubber, rocks to her left foot, deals the 1-1. Langford a line drive into center in front of Limon.
How do you pitch against Indy Langford?
Having herself a series.
What do you do on defense against her? She'll threaten you with that bunt, lay down about 2 feet in front of her, then she'll poke one into left field or center field in this case. Oh, man, and incredibly speedy on the base path. She is so valuable in that leadoff spot.
Langford at first for Janisa Conway. Single and a ground out to her name today. Runner on first in Langford, 1 gone. Conway in the left-handed box. First pitch to her is down and away. 1-0. Langford can fly. Conway can hit the ball hard.
It's a good combination, I think.
You'd hope so. 1-0, well struck fly ball to center. Limon started in, now goes back, and it's over her head. It lands in the warning track. Langford gets a stop sign put up at third as the relay came into the shortstop. Quarter cracks, a double to center by Janisa Conway. And I think I know what you're about to say about Skylar Limon.
I'm frankly puzzled by that decision to bring Limon in that far in center field, Alex. We know the pop and the power that Janisa Conway has, and she just, I mean, backtracking the entire way was Limon.
What I thought you were saying is she started in, her first couple of steps were in, and that's like one of the cardinal sins. First step always is back.
It's a combination of both things. It's not like the best defensive kind of or lineup or play that she made, but Lauren Putz, let's see it.
Putz takes ball 1 outside. Runners on second and third. Langford at third, Conway at second. And a 1-0 to Putz. Walk and a pop-up for Putz today.
Limon's been terrific, too, all weekend. This is seemingly her first mess-up, but critical one.
1-0, big cut for Putz. Scratches it back to the netting. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bonnie Tholtu put up a stop sign on Indiana Langford on Friday. Wolverines had a couple runners get cut down at the plate, and the usually aggressive Bonnie Thole over at third maybe felt like being a little bit conservative, knowing your best hitter's coming up in puts with only one out. 1-1 pitch to her is outside and up. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, you got to, I mean, you touched on it just right there, Alex. I was going to say the fact that Michigan only has 1 out here, the best hitter coming to the plate, one of their best hitters, that is. Stop sign's safe. It's conservative. Not mad at that decision.
Kay rocks the 2-1, waits on an off-speed pitch, hits it high and deep to center. Limon retreats and hauls it in. Both runners will tag. Throw goes to third. Conway safe there. Langford goes home. Sacrifice fly for Lauren Putz. 5-3 Michigan.
Well, Limon, we saw a pregame too, and we touched on it as well, talking to each other. Limon's got a cannon out there, but Putz did her job. Put that ball in a deep center, score another run. 2-run lead here for Michigan.
2 gone here for Stevenson, Ella Stevenson, with a runner at third and Janisa Conway. First pitch to Stevenson, bounces in low, good blocked by Jasmine Burns behind home plate, 1-0. Conway's jersey over there at third, dirty after diving in head first to third. Kay rocks the 1-0 to Stevenson, is on the ground to second, to a slide goes Farley. She picks it up, throw to first. Well done by Caitlin Farley. Stevenson retired. Michigan adds on 1 more in the top of the 4th on the sacrifice fly by Lauren Putz. 5-3 Michigan. We add to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Mr. Luke Bealey will have us the rest of the way here on Play-by-Play.
That he will. That is me.
Oh, third person, huh?
Oh, I know it. Farley, though, nice play. Nice little backhand play in that inning.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, 2-run lead. It's not comfortable, Alex.
It is not. This Buckeye team has come back from this number deficit in Game 1 on Friday. They came back from down 4-0 in Game 2 on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
All 9 can really do damage.
Oh, here we go.
Did you see where that ball started?
No,
Matt?
but I think he'll pick it up and show us here. Okay, here we go. Okay,
so
right
the
one.
ball is
Here
in
we
the
go.
3rd hat right now, and Brutus is going to spin them around here. Let's see what we can do.
Brutus is going to speed it up here, apparently. I got it. You got it?
I think so.
A.
For sure.
Not a doubt. Not a doubt.
No, Brutus didn't puzzle anybody there. That's A. That's A all the way, I tell ya. And if it is, they cheated the system. If it isn't, it's not in B.
See, that little pump fake, man, it gets me every time.
It's not in C.
Alex, how good are we?
What do we win for this?
The helmet shuffle that they do at Michigan Athletics, I can't do it. It's too hard.
I've gotten it before.
It's too
I
hard.
like that challenge.
It's too hard. All right, here we go. It is my turn now. Thank you, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
We are here in the bottom of the 4th. Wolverines lead 5-3. This is the woman who ended the inning for Ohio State, Caitlin Farley. She's 0 for 1 today. Will show bunt, pull that one back. First pitch ball by Lauren Durkowski. Batting .336 on the year. Farley awaiting the 1-0. As Durkowski gets set, Roxanne fires. Off-speed pitch. Just a little bit upstairs. Ball 2.
Durkowski's fallen behind in some counts today. A bit uncharacteristic for her. The only walk she issued was to Hadley Parisian to open this game, but don't help yourself when you're behind early.
The 2-0, this one in the dirt. Count goes 3-0. Durkowski way behind now. Caitlin Farley awaiting the 3-0. Let's see if she gets the green light. Oh, that one's in there for a strike. She did not get the green light. Count goes 3-1. (3-1) count to Caitlin Farley. 0 for 1 in the day. Durkowski deals. Will show bunt. This one misses outside, and Caitlin Farley will take first base free. It is a 5-pitch walk for Caitlin Farley and a leadoff runner here for Ohio State.
Not ideal there for Durkowski. Never want to put the leadoff hitter aboard. Now it's Morgan Fry, who, as you mentioned earlier, has had a bit of a struggle this weekend, especially against Durkowski, who struck her out in the second. Needs more of the same here.
Morgan Fry kind of fooled by the off-speed stuff. There's one right there, has Fry waving and missing at it. Strike one. But Morgan Fry, uncharacteristic of she this weekend, has been kind of kept cold by these Michigan pitchers. We've got one on here in the bottom of the fourth. Morgan Fry up to bat, wave and a miss. That off-speed stuff is really working against Morgan Fry.
She was out in front again there, but Fry on the year, 30 strikeouts to 29 walks, 10 doubles, 9 homers. She's batting .384. It's really been a good piece as a grad transfer.
See if Durkowski goes off speed once again. That she does. Got her looking. Lauren Durkowski, second strikeout against Morgan Fry today. That'll be the fourth one on her day total. Great pitch.
Great pitch. Had her on her toes the whole time. Kept going back to the off speed, and seemed like Fry was waiting and waiting, hoping to get something faster, and never saw it.
So bring up Skylar Lamone. We've got one out here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch strike by Durkowski.
Good job by Durkowski, too, after walking the leadoff hitter and Farley, attacking Fry and now attacking Lamone.
Lamone down 0-1 here to Durkowski as Durkowski deals. Bunt laid down, charging and making the play. Oh, ball soaring over the head of Ramey at first base. Erickson not able to make a poised throw, charging that bunt in. Runners will advance to second and third. That could be costly, Alex.
Uncharacteristic mistake there for Maddie Erickson, who played that very well, was on the charge, moving toward first base, and just threw some airmail there. Her feet were offset, her right foot forward as a right-handed thrower, but still not a long throw for her to make. Put some zip on it, just airmailed. She can throw it hard, throw it accurately. Didn't necessarily even need to put too much mustard on it there to cut down Lamone.
With a two-run cushion here too, Alex.
This is very reminiscent to me of the mistake Ellen McVeigh made on Friday in Game 2. She made a pretty routine throwing error at shortstop, and next hitter came up and hit a two-run bomb. That one would have been an inning ender, this one not, but big difference between what we have now, runners at second and third and one out, and just a runner at third and two gone for Taylor Cruz, the nine-hitter. Durkowski's job made a bit tougher here.
Nine hitters batting 307 on the day is, or 307 on the year, excuse me, is Taylor Cruz. That ball is fouled off into the region of the Ohio State dugout.
This is where Lauren Durkowski has to step up, and you know what she's capable of is senior Michigan ace. Got to get some weak contact, or don't even let Cruz put one in play here.
Taylor Cruz hit by pitch, her first at bat. We've got runners on second and third. She swings this ball into left field, and that'll get down. Turning third for home. Play at the plate. It will be cut off. Two-run double by Taylor Cruz. Tie ball game.
Ellie Sealer did not get a good jump on that ball in left. Really didn't take off toward it. Played it on a hop and then threw home. And Maddie Ramey cut it off. Lily Valamont seemed to have her hands in the air, thinking maybe, just maybe, the Wolverines might have had a play on Skylar Lamone, the second runner coming home, but cutoff didn't really give him a chance, and it's tied. Here we go.
Well, that throwing error by Maddie Erickson at third base will be officially chalked as an error for sure. In this case, it cost the Wolverines 2 runs. This brings up Hadley Parisian. First pitch swinging deep center field. Hits the top of the wall. Turning third for home is Cruz. Stand-up double. That'll tack on another run here for the Buckeyes. 6-5 goes Ohio State. We've got one out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on second, and the best hitter of the Buckeye lineup is up to bat here with Jazzy Burns. Lauren Durkowski trying to get back into a rhythm. Will pitch away to Jazzy Burns here. This will be an intentional walk with one out here, one runner on in the bottom of the fourth.
I think that's the right call. Put Burns on. Double play, not exactly likely with the speed of Milliken. Well, Milliken, I was thinking it was Quartercracks next. It's Milliken, but But either way, okay with putting Burns on with 1 away and seeing Milliken, who's 0 for 2 today, and Quartercracks behind her also 0 for 2.
Boy, and this place is giving Durkowski the business as well as the intentional walk is complete. Burns will take first, and this, of course, brings up Milliken in the 3 spot. We will have a pitching change, and look who that is, Alex.
Aaron Hain. And I think this is a timely change by Bonnie Thole, and it's an interesting one to me, too, because I felt like last year, no matter how much trouble Lauren Durkowski got into, that was who Bonnie Thole and Jen Brundage would stick with no matter what. And this year, Aaron Hain has proven herself to be a very capable option if Durkowski's in trouble. And Durkowski's command didn't look super sharp this inning. Even on the pitch outs to Jasmine Burns there, usually those are just right on the money to Valamont's chest, and a couple of them were up. One was a little bit too in that Burns maybe could have gotten a piece of if she wanted to. And I think this is a timely change to Aaron Hain, who was pretty solid on Friday as well. Neither pitcher was perfect on Friday, but this is a really good Buckeye offense, and Hain was competitive that whole way through, and I don't mind seeing her here. And this is a tough test against Reagan Milliken with 2 on and 1 out, and Michigan now down by a run here, bottom of the 4th inning, in what really feels like a must-win game for Michigan.
That it does. Of course, this brings up Aaron Hain. Her warm-up is complete. Circle visits about to be over. We've got runners on first and second, excuse me, for Ohio State. That's Parisian on second and Burns on first. Milliken in the 3 spot will get her turn to bat as the umpires are breaking apart this Michigan meeting. We'll be back underway here soon. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Ohio State leading 6-5.
This is big time for Aaron Hain. This is the big moment here, and you got to shut it down. Keep your deficit here at 1 with 3 already across in this inning.
Reagan Milliken over 2 on the day with a strikeout. She will see Aaron Hain's first action. Ball 1.
Let's go, Reagan, right where you want to be, kid.
Encouraging fans in the ballpark today. Buckeye Field full of Ohio State faithful.
Hey, pressure's on her, 1-6.
Pressure's on her, 1-6, if you didn't hear that.
Pretty sure I saw some members of the Hain family making the trip up from Poseyville, Indiana.
Not too far a journey, I'm sure. Columbus, Ohio.
Well, I've looked this up. Poseyville is like down bottom corner of Indiana, so you got to go
probably
through.
Isn't.
Might not be any less than our drive.
Sure. Might have to pull the GPS up on that in a minute, but we will have a little circle visit between Valamont and Aaron Hain. She'll come out, chat with her pitcher, and meeting over. Reagan Milliken with a 1-0 count will take a step back into the batter's box, gets set, still holding time as she cocks that bat above her right shoulder, swinging at this pitch into center field, backtracking and making the grab in and out of the glove of Conway. Oh boy, hand on head, Janisa Conway with a critical error in center field.
I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. That's a line drive that Janisa Conway started back, came back in, it's right in her glove, and just I think she took her eye off it a little bit because Parisian at second had gone a pretty far away toward third, and I think Conway wanted to try to throw her out, double her off at second, and just bobbled it, and man.
Janisa Conway puts her hands on her knees. Oh boy, she wants that one back. Just a line drive routine grab that would have been for Janisa Conway. This brings up Cami Quartercracks, who has a 1-0 count already. Make that 1-1 as Hain finds a strike zone. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded all of a sudden for Ohio State. It is a pivotal point of the game here for the Michigan Wolverines on defense.
That's what it's all about here for Aaron Hain.
Quartercracks awaiting the 1-1. Good block back there by Valamont for ball 2.
But really just some uncharacteristic, unusual mistakes, routine plays by Conway there and Erickson before and McVeigh on Friday have just cost Michigan.
The 2-1 swinging a pop-up into the infield. Settling under it and making the grab is Erickson. Steady-handed on that one for the second out of the inning.
Well, that's well done there by Hain. Got a pitch into the hands, got a pop up from quarter cracks, and now has to deal with Buick. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Michigan still in this, just down a run. This is the biggest at-bat of this game so far.
1 for 2 on the day. First pitch swinging, but blasted foul. Boy, did she get under that ball. Ohio State fans wanted that one, and Sammy Buick is ready to swing away after the 3-run homer that she sent in the first inning. Oh, giddy at this ball.
Strike 1, but that's a homer if she straightens that out by about 20 yards. Crushed it down the left field line.
0-1 count here to Sammy Buick. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th as Hain misses the zone. Ball 1, 1-1 count. This breeze is keeping me a little chilly too, Alex, might I add. I'm shaking. 1-1 count. Buick doesn't like that one. Upstairs, 2-1. Hain gonna have to dial the stuff in here to retire Buick and the Buckeyes for the inning. Already 3 runs up on the board in the bottom of the 4th for the Buckeye offense. Here comes the 2-1. Swinging the ball deep into left field. Back chasing this one is Conway and making the grab at the wall. Oh boy, really making up for that error made in center field. Janisa Conway tracks this one down. 3 runs scored in the bottom of the 4th here for the Buckeyes. We will head to the top of the 5th. Ohio State leading 6-5.
That's a bit of a break for Michigan. Off the bat, I thought Buick might have gotten enough.
I know it.
And then I thought, man, this is going to be a tough leaping play for Conway at the wall. It ended up being a running catch just in front of the wall that she was able to handle, and quality job done by Aaron Hain out of the pen there. Didn't get a ton of help with Conway dropping a fly out in center. Able to strand the bases loaded and keep Michigan where they were when she entered, down 6-5, and head to the 5th. 9 outs to play with for Michigan. Got to find some more offense here.
Kennedy K will still be in the game here for Ohio State. To no one's surprise, we're here in the top of the 5th. Wolverines chasing 1 as the grounds crew comes out and polishes the field up just a little bit. Drake, you like Drake?
Yeah, don't mind him.
Okay.
If I go to listen to rap, he's not near my top, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Warm up done. Throw over to second. In and out of the glove. The quarter cracks. It's not very often you see stolen base attempts in college softball, but.
Well, really just neither of these teams like to run very much. Michigan really just goes with Langford once in a blue moon, and the Buckeyes barely run. I don't think there's a player on this Buckeye team with double-digit steals this year.
Well, Lily Valamont in the leadoff spot here in the top of the 5th. She, of course, has the grand slam in the first inning. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Kennedy K loading up and delivering. Grounder over to third. Hits the chest of Buick, and Valamont will beat this one out. That's a tough play to make at third by Buick.
It is. Even on one that's on the ground and right at somebody, when you hit the ball hard, good things tend to happen. Valamont hit one that just ate up Buick, who's shaking out her right wrist. Ball must have gotten a piece of it, and Michigan knows they're playing for a run. CeCe Thorington has come on a run for Valamont, and she can fly as well, and Michigan needs a run down 6-5 here as they're taking a look at Buick.
That's a tough play to make from the hot corner. It's a tough throw to make, too. But Buick getting checked out at third. Those don't feel good.
No.
Kind of ramped off her wrist, off the glove, into her chest. She got in front of it for sure, which
it's pretty much right at her, and played it right, got her glove down. But just ate her up, took a bit of a weird hop on this third infield. She'll stay in there, Sammy Buick. But for Michigan, infield single for Valamont. Get them started here in the 5th. And again, interesting with Thorington running here. It makes sense to me, but often with this Michigan team, you don't see them put a pinch runner in until that player is at second when you think, okay, they're in scoring position. because now you've burned Valamont's exit, because she'll return to play catcher, I imagine, next half inning.
Melly Sealer, she's 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles. She'll lay down bunt here, charging and making the play. The third baseman comes in, Buick. Her wrist is fine as she guns out Sealer at first, but runner advances. Thornton takes second.
And there's a question answered about the pinch runner in. If you knew you were going to lay down a sacrifice bunt, go small. And saw that a lot from Michigan with Ellie Sealer last year at the top of the order if a 9-hitter was on to lay it down. And nice job there to move Thornton in scoring position for Maddie Erickson.
Thornton on second for the Wolverines here. We are in the top of the 5th. Michigan chasing a 6-5 deficit, that is. Maddie Erickson over 2. She's first pitch swinging. This one directly to the left fielder in Parisian, making the grab for the second out of the inning.
Maddie Erickson often swings at the first pitch, got one she could handle, hit it on a line, just unfortunately right at Parisian.
Not much you can do there.
It's just a bad break. It's a good cut from Erickson. Hard hit ball.
Maddie Ramey, she's in the 8th spot today, 1 for 2, with a single and a strikeout. CeCe Thornton still on second base. Maddie Ramey waiting on K. First pitch strike.
This is a spot with 2 outs. If a ball is hit into the outfield, I think Bonnie Thole gives Thornton the
100%.
wave no matter what. Ramey's just got to knock one through here.
Thornton looking ready to run on second. Ramey waving and missing on this one way early. 0-2 count.
Off speed from Kay. Good pitch there. It's been a pretty solid effort from Kennedy Kay. He's given up 5 runs, but besides that Valamont grand slam, she's kept the Michigan hitters pretty off balance in this one.
Waiting the 2-2, Maddie Ramey. Here it comes. Ball 1. Did I say 2-2 right there, Alex?
You might have.
Oh, I don't know. 1-2 count. Kennedy Kay in command. Runner in scoring position here for Michigan. On the top of the 5th. 2 outs. Here comes the 1-2. Check swing up top. Did she go? No, she did not. Count goes 2-2. Fans did not like that one either, but boy, that was not even close.
She did not go, and really nice job by Ramey holding up. That's a rise ball up and away. Not a pitch she's going to do much damage on unless she could poke it, but nice job holding up. 2-2
count, staggered stance for Maddie Ramey. This one in the dirt. Good block back there by Burns. Thornton looking to take off. She'll stay in check over at second, but Maddie Ramey has worked this count to full.
Yes, she has. Big pitch here.
Maddie Ramey awaiting the full count. K rocks and delivers. This one upstairs. Ramey takes first. Good at bat, and Ohio State fans don't like that one.
Stone cold take, and that's really impressive from Ramey to work back in. And Michigan had Ella McVeigh taking swings on deck, but they're going to pinch hit here. It's Lexi Delamonica, I believe.
That long braided ponytail kind of covering the jersey number a little bit, but that is number 17.
I'm a bit surprised it is Delamonica. She's just 1 for 6 on the year. I would have expected maybe an Ava Costalis or an Andy Dirks or an Aaron Haynes. Well, Haynes already in this game, but Costalis or Dirks have been the players who've gotten these spots usually. Big spot for Delamonica to make an impact.
Here's the 0-0, swinging at this first pitch. Over to the shortstop, tapping second. That's Kortacrack's first pitch swinging was Delamonica directly to the shortstop for the final out of the inning. Wolverines threaten to score, but amount to nothing. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th here. Ohio State leading 6-5. You're right, Alex. That is somewhat of an interesting kind of pinch hitting selection.
I mean, I think the spot totally makes sense with McVeigh coming up with runners and with 2 runners on. She hasn't hit the ball out of the infield a whole lot, but I would expect David Costalis, who is still without a hit this year, but has walked at a very good clip. And Costalis' struggle this year, she hit a lot of ground balls and a double plays. That wouldn't be a danger here. And you know what she brings is patience-wise. You know how hard she can hit the ball. You know how good of a year she had last year. Hit 260, had a cold May. Otherwise, that year was hitting over 300 in her freshman campaign. But either way, just experience-wise, that's a player that's seen a lot of time at the dish. Andy Dirks has had a lot of pinch hit opportunities for Michigan. Della Monica, not a player that has seen a ton of time. Even Avery Fantucci's seen more time at the dish, but still, Della Monica put a decent swing on that ball, a little bit more, and it's a single up the middle, and Thorington's around, and we're tied. That's how it goes, and, you know, Bonnie Thole put some trust in Della Monica there, and it's good to see a player that hasn't played a ton get a chance to hit there, even if it didn't work out.
Crack of the bat, I thought it had enough juice to get through the gap, but that it did not. Leading off here, Erin Haynes still in the circle for the Wolverines, but Caitlin Farley takes ball one.
Farley led off last inning, too, for the Buckeyes as they batted around.
She's 0 for 1 today with a walk. That leadoff walk that was. Haynes delivers just inside. Thought it caught a piece of Farley, but that it did not. Count goes 2-0. Farley with a staggered, somewhat straight up stance. He's bent just a tiny bit. The 2-0 to Farley. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. This one upstairs had Farley waving on by. Two 2-1 count now. Erin Haynes loves that bag. 2-1. That one's in there. Nice pitch by Erin Haynes. Count goes 2-2. That rosin bag gets a lot of action out there, huh?
From Haynes, it does. She brings that giant rosin bag.
The 2-2. Off speed, misses. Count goes 3-2 full.
But Haynes did a nice job getting back in this count here. 3-2. Nobody aboard. This is likely going to be a pitch Farley can hit here.
The 3-2 on the way to Farley. Here it comes. Swinging a fly ball. And that one way foul into the parking lot. That goes. Oh, presumably a souvenir for the driver of the silver Ford Flex.
That pitch was above the zone. I think Farley knew thought she was going to get something good and chased.
The 3-2 misses. Leadoff walk once again for Caitlin Farley. Erin Haynes just misses the strike zone. Designated player. Once again, Morgan Fry, who has notably not had the best weekend, will lay down bunt. A lot of backspin on that ball, making the play over to first. Haynes not there in time. Successful bunt by Morgan Fry. That's a way to jumpstart this offense.
And for Fry, who'd been struggling to hit this series and had struck out twice today, that gets her aboard. I'm thinking, too, that was just intended to be a sacrifice, and
sure.
Fry able to beat it out. Now 2 on and nobody gone. And Skylar Lamone up at the dish, who's been really good this series. She could lay a bunt down here, too.
That she could. No outs. Runners on first and second. Lamone looks at ball one. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Erin Haynes picks up that bag. Juggles it around a little bit. And back down it goes. Onto the rubber, she settles. 1-0 count. Here comes the Lamone. Ooh, square in the back. That's a walk. Hit by pitch. Skylar Lamone. Bases go full for the Buckeyes. No outs.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. She's a tough girl, too. All that old 5'4" frame. You don't expect much from it, but boy, is she a tough cookie out there.
Ramone's had a really good series, and it's a big spot here for Haynes. Get herself out of a jam of her own creation here.
We're in the 9 spot now with Taylor Cruz. She swings at this first pitch, skied into center field. Wind's kind of killing this one. Out there to make the grab. Throwing it in, but this will score a run for Ohio State. Conway cuts it off to Langford. Sac fly to center field. Scores 1 for the Buckeyes. 7-5 goes Ohio State.
Off the bat, thought they had a chance, and nice job by Conway up against the wall, hauled it in.
Top of the order now for Ohio State. This is Parisian, ball one. It goes. Runner on first and second now with one out in the bottom of the fifth.
This really can't be a walk here as Jen Brundage goes to talk to Aaron Hain. You're down 1-0 to Parisian. You have a base open, but right now you're in territory where a sac fly does, damage, just moves everybody up a station. And with Jasmine Burns on deck, you have to go at Parisian here. You cannot walk the bases loaded for Jasmine Burns.
It's a great point. Parisian waiting her turn. Little Jeopardy theme playing over the speakers. Meeting over. Aaron Hain gets a couple high fives and picks up that rosin bag once again. And outfielders take their positions. We are about back underway here as Parisian takes a practice swing. Back into the batter's box she goes. 0-1 or 1-0 count that is, excuse me. There it is. Hain finds the zone. 1-1 count.
Good spot, down and away. Righty on lefty hitter.
Parisian awaiting the 1-1 as Hain gets settled in once again. Here it comes. Outside. Hain missing in the right-handed batter's box. Count goes 2-1. Runners on first and second for Ohio State. One out in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 count to Parisian. This one almost at the elbows, but called ball it is. Down in the count now, 3-1 for Parisian.
Parisian's going to get something to hit here.
Standing straight up is she. The 3-1, checks a swing. Not a chance she went. And Alex, like you said, you can't have a walk there. Ohio State got a walk. And the right person at the plate steps in for Ohio State.
It's just an unfortunate spot to walk Parisian with such a superior hitter behind her, and Burns, who can hit a lot of fly balls. Sac fly, scores a run now.
Jazzy Burns stares at ball one. This one around the neck region. 1-0 count. She's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a single. The 1-0 on the way to Burns. Swinging a fly ball into foul territory. Let's see. No one wants that ball as it lands in between the Michigan crowd.
I think that's Aaron Hain's mother snagged it on a hop.
Oh, really?
Thought so.
I like that. Athletic grab out there. Michigan fans know how to do it best. I'll tell you what. Jazzy Burns now with a 1-1 count. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the fifth. One out. Foul ball back into the screen. Count goes 1-2 on the most dangerous hitter for the Buckeye lineup.
Hain ahead 1-2. Good sign. Burns can do a lot of damage here. Doesn't chase very much, but now you're up 1-2. You have a couple pitches to play with. Don't give her something too good to hit here.
The 1-2 as Hain settles back in. Burns waiting her turn. She swings this. Oh, boy, that ball is cranked. But a mile foul ball that is. Oh, man, that ball was launched.
Yeah, it was.
If you are right about that being Aaron Hain's mother, the usher came up to retrieve that ball and gave her like a sticker or something, and she refused the sticker. So blue blood Michigan fan right there. The 1-2 to Burns. Once again, fly ball center field. Backtracking at the wall. Conway not able to make the grab. Grand slam, Jazzy Burns. That's 4 for Ohio State.
All right.
11-5 lead the Buckeyes after the Jazzy Burns grand slam. Alex, you called it, man. Can't have that happen.
She's so good. I mean, Burns is about as legitimate of a superstar as you're going to find in this conference. Man.
Reagan Milliken swings on by the first delivery from Hain, and all of a sudden the Wolverines are chasing 6.
But really, that was, unfortunate spot there, and Hayne got herself into that jam, walked a pair, hit a player. That's 3 put on herself that the Buckeyes didn't have to beat her. That hurts, and too, especially the Parisian walk when you know Burns is on deck. You've got a base open. You got to get her. You can't walk her, and then with 2 strikes to give a pitch that good to Burns is a bit of a miss there for Hayne.
Milliken skies the 1-1 up above the head of Langford, and that'll be the second out of the inning. But, Alex, you're absolutely right. Incredibly costly. The base is loaded for the best hitter, one of the best hitters in the nation. It's the stories write themselves, and Wolverines chasing 6 all of a sudden, and they got 2 innings to do it, but boy.
Something of a minor miracle they need now.
That hurts. Quarter cracks. I guess the last hope of the inning for the Buckeyes if they haven't done enough damage as is. Starts at ball 1. Hayne trying to get settled back in and delivering the 1-0 in there for a strike. 1-1 count. Oh for 3 on the day is Quarter cracks. The 1-1 fouled back into the screen. Making the grab off the netting was Valamont. 1-2 count. Aaron Hayne delivering the 1-2. This ball skied above Langford. She'll make that grab, and that will do it for the inning. We will head to the top of the 6th. Ohio State scoring 5 with the notable 4 coming off the bat of Jazzy Burns. Buckeyes lead 11-5. You are listening to WCBN, the official student radio of the University of Michigan. I'm Luke Bealey, joined alongside Alex Miller. Alex, feels like an inning emblematic of the weekend for the Wolverines. But boy, that one hurts.
Bonnie Tholes got this whole Michigan team gathered on the first base line, talking to him, now splits the huddle, but it does hurt. And again, Michigan, you start off 4-0 in the top of the first inning, you feel good. That's different than when you're up 4-0 in the 5th as they were in game 2 Friday. So much time left for the Buckeyes offense to crawl back, and when you know how good this group is, you expect them to score at least 4, but you're in a position to win this game after you score 4 in the top of the first inning, and to not convert that in back-to-back games is unfortunate for a Michigan team that is still seeking their first win against a top 25 opponent. Is now a game back of the Buckeyes in the Big Ten, and if they lose today, it will be 2 games back. It's an unfortunate break for Michigan, especially when you know you've got UCLA coming in next weekend to Ann Arbor, one of the top 10 teams in the country, one of the best in the country on both sides of the ball, and that's going to be a tough series for Michigan. And now you're going to look at the NCAA tournament picture and think, well, Michigan might need 2 or 3 wins against UCLA or an auto bid in the Big Ten tournament, and that's tough couple asks.
Indy Langford will lead off here in the top of the 6th for the Michigan Wolverines. Corner infielders basically all the way in. We know what she's going to do. 2-2 count, or 2-2 on the day is she, excuse me, with a single and a bunt single as well. She is unstoppable with the bunts. She was also hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. Langford with a 1-0 count here. Kay delivering this one downstairs. 2-0. Langford, one of my picks for possibly player of the weekend for the Wolverines, has been incredible in the batter's box. The 2-0 on the way. She'll lay down bunt. This one just missed by her. Very seldom that she does miss that bunt. Count goes 2-1.
It's been a really good weekend for Langford. It's also caught a bit of a break today. This is the 3rd inning she's led off, and she's not a player you want with runners on as much, and when she can get herself on with nobody in the way, has a good shot.
The 2-1 here to Langford. Kay rocks and delivers. Slapping this one foul into the Ohio State bullpen. That goes. Count goes 2-2.
Crazier things have happened than 6 runs in the final 2 frames, but Langford getting on will be a big start for Michigan, who needs Needs something big here.
There's a wise Motown man that says, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. The 2-2 screamed into the netting. Playing defense is Langford. Count still at 2 apiece. Marvin Gaye, I think that's who said it, right?
Nothing's impossible, but, you know, it's a big ass 6 runs in with 6 outs to play with, but crazier things have happened. But Michigan really would need, this would be something special if that occurs.
That it would, the 2-2. Kay kind of rocks that back foot a little bit too much. Wobbled on the rubber. Little timeout called. That's a ball. So count goes 3-2. Interesting. Count full all of a sudden for Indy Langford. Kay looking to retire her. Here comes. This one chopped between both short and second. Indy Langford, I mean, well, she'll take first here. That's almost an impossible kind of single to grab by quarter cracks as the infield almost all the way in and shot up the middle by Langford. She's something special at the plate.
Yeah, Langford aboard for the 4th time in 4 attempts today. And quarter cracks, as you said, playing well in. If she's playing deeper, won't be able to get someone to Langford's speed and able to knock it through there.
Janisa Conway, she's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging and getting down into left field, turning second for third is Indy. She'll slide into third, and Janisa Conway will take second. Runners on second and third. Nice little bloop double into left field by Janisa Conway.
Really good swing by Conway. Just sliced it down the left field line from the left-handed batter's box, and it just spun away from the left fielder, Hadley Parisian, and Langford just flew around first to third on a ball in left field. Really good base running from her. And now with Lauren Putz coming up, 2 on in scoring position, nobody gone. Good chance for Michigan to try to cut into this thing.
Great start to the inning here for the Wolverines. Lauren Putz, she's 0 for 1 of the day with a walk. First pitch strike.
When you talk about team MVPs throughout this weekend, Langford and Conway both have been phenomenal. Conway 3 hits in this one. She's had a great weekend as well on the offensive end.
That 1-2-3 part of the lineup for the Wolverines is extremely lethal. Swings this one foul. Oh, almost making a leaning grab over the railing with a hat. He's an Ohio State fan. He wanted it, but not able to come down with it.
I think he realized that tried to use his right hand to backhand, needed to use the left, get a little more extension.
0-2 count here to Lauren Putz. Runners on second and third, no outs in the top of the 6th. Kay delivering. This one missing, 1-2 count. Good take by Putz. It's easy when you're chasing 6 runs to get giddy with the bats. But for Putz to stay alive and put a quality at-bat together here is important. The 1-2 on the way. This one misses upstairs once again. Count goes 2-2.
It is, and that's one of the things that's been so impressive to me about Lauren Putz's freshman season is not only has she hit the ball hard, 13 doubles, 11 homers, she's hitting over 400. She's walked more than she's struck out.
It's never a bad thing. The 2-2 to Putz on the way. Swinging a chopper foul. Staying alive, protecting. 2-2. It's always a good year if you're walking more than you strike out. Lauren Putz with a 2-2 count. Runners on second and third here for Michigan. No outs in the top of the 6th. Here it comes. Upstairs once again. She's worked this count all the way full. 3-2.
Really good stuff. Fell behind early. Fought off everything close. Taking everything out of the zone from Kay.
Full count here for Lauren Putz. The delivery from Kay. This one chopped over to first. Making the play and tapping the bag is Milliken, but this will score 1 for Michigan. There's 1 out of 6 that you need. Score goes 11-6. RBI force out for Lauren Putz. This will bring up LS Stevenson, that is, for the Wolverines. 0 for 3 on the day with a base runner on third. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Here comes Kay. This one misses outside, ball 1.
It's a good battle by Putz. Would rather her obviously, hit something harder than roll one over to first there, but got out of a 2-strike hole early, got it full, and Just rolled it over, but, you know, got it in play, got the run home.
The 1-0 to Stevenson. Doesn't like that one. That one's too far outside. Ball 2.
A couple good takes for Stevenson to open it up. 2 close pitches away.
Can't find any comfortable seating around here. I don't know if I want to stand or if I want to sit. Decisions. Ella Stevenson, though, with the 2-0 count. Off speed in the dirt. 3-0 count. Stevenson, who is 0 for 3 on the day, has a 3-0 count. K-Rocks and fires. Yeah, no doubter about that one. That's a strike right down the gut. Count goes 3-1.
Like the patience, but I do wonder if 3-0 and you're down by 5, if you'd like to let Ella Stevenson swing away in a pitch like that.
Stevenson awaits the 3-1 here. Guess it wouldn't have mattered either way, Alex. That was a ball in the dirt, and Stevenson will take the walk as she trots over to first. This will bring up Lily Valamont for the Wolverines. Runners on the corners. 1 out in the top of the 6th, as we will have a little circle visit here for Kennedy K.
Courtney Vierstra out of the Ohio State dugout. She's been out there to talk to Kay before. First visit came early in this game. Kay settled in a little bit since then. She's given up 6 runs here in the 6th right now, with 1 down on the corners for Lily Valamont, who already had a grand slam offer and a single. Big spot for Michigan if Valamont can do some more damage here. Good day for Valamont, whose average is up to 279 on the year.
Now batting for the Wolverines, the catcher, number 20, Lily Valamont.
Circle visit over as Ohio State defenders return to their positions. Valamont, like you said, she's 2 for 3 in the day with that grand slam and a single. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Valamont stares at a strike. Not quite sure about that one, but first pitch strike. Attacking the zone is K.
Valamont didn't seem to like it.
Lily Valamont. Wolverines chasing 5 runs now. 11-6 lead the Buckeyes. The 0-1. That's a ball for sure. Upstairs, that one misses. 1-1. See if she can continue the good day that she has had. Lily Valamont awaiting the 1-1. Just misses outside. Thought it was a premature call the Ohio State fans were waiting on. 2-1. Kay checks out wristband, settles back onto the rubber. Pushes those hands out and steps into her motion. The 2-1 skied into left field. Tracking foul. Will it get out? That it will. Dodging a bullet right there. Lily Valamont slings this one just a bit too far out of the reach for Parisian.
Yeah, good cut from Valamont, but was underneath that ball. And as you said, Parisian would have had a play on it. Didn't have the distance for a homer. So Valamont stays alive here, 2-2.
2-2 count for Lily Valamont. Runners at the corners. Michigan wants a couple more runs here. Here it comes. Swinging another foul. This one to the right side this time. It'll get wedged in between the Snack Shack gate. Someone wants that ball. It's sitting right there. 2-2 count here. Valamont staying alive. Kay pumps those hands. Steps back into her motion. This one grounded right back to Kay for the second out of the inning. But, of course, scoring 1 here for the Wolverines. That's a much-needed run for Michigan. An RBI for Valamont. But the second run out of the inning.
You'll take the run, though. Valamont put a ball in play, just as Putz did 2 batters before, and that's enough for a run. See if they can keep it going here, down by 4 runs in the 6th with 2 gone and Sealer.
Ella Stevenson advances to second, so runner on second base for the Wolverines. 2 outs. Ellie Sealer. She'll still stare at first pitch. Strike 1. Wolverines now chasing 4. They've tallied on 2 this inning. They've got 11 hits, out hitting the Buckeyes once again. It's been the MO of the weekend. The 0-1 to Sealer. No doubter. Strike 2.
Michigan's left 7 on base today. Buckeyes have left on 5. That's been really a big part of it. Wolverines have out hit them. The Buckeyes have had the big swings.
Sealer awaiting the 0-2 from Kay. Getting comfortable back on that rubber. The 0-2 on the way. Check swing. Did she go? Yep, they'll call her out. That is an inning-ending strikeout for Kennedy Kay. Wolverines score 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th here. 11-7 lead the Buckeyes. Got some work to do.
Got some work to do indeed, but you know, you'll take that response for Michigan. You go down, you give up 5 in the bottom of the 5th, you come back and show some life, answer with 2 runs of your own. Now you're down 4.
Life could be worse, couldn't it?
It could, but interesting pitch change here for Michigan. But you know, you show some life, have a chance here. If this is a shutout frame in the 6th, then freshman Kat Myers takes over.
Kat Myers, the righty, she's only got 16.1 innings pitched on the year with 10 hits, 3 runs, 3 ER, 4 walks with 11 strikeouts. Aaron Haynes' day is done, as is Durkowski's.
Well, they could come back if they wanted to.
Sure, they could.
But yes,
But
I'm
for the
with you.
time
I'm
being,
with you.
that
I'm with
is-
you. I don't think I was wondering if this inning maybe they'd give it to Dirk, but give Kat Myers a chance here. It's been a little bit since she's seen some meaningful action. Myers' last outing was against Rutgers on the 13th. Just pitched 2, got 2 outs, and only pitched 3 times in the month of April. ERA sitting at the 1.29, pretty solid for her. I know Jen Brundage and Bonnie Thole have been working with her on her mechanics as she's come on as a freshman, and she's had some success through a 5-inning perfect game early on in this year. Chance to try to keep the Buckeyes quiet, test against some really good competition here for Kat Myers.
She'll throw that face mask on with the ponytail and the yellow bow. Out the back, flirting with Sammy Buick. This pitch almost gets her in the knees. Ball 1.
Good hop out of the way by Buick.
Yeah,
Just
you like that?
jumps right off over it.
Sammy Buick, the athlete that she is, she's 1 for 3 on the day with a homer and those 3 RBIs. There's that. Oh, a ball upstairs. Thought that was good for half a second. Count goes 2-0. Myers trying to find her rhythm. Not much action on the year. The 2-1 on the way from her. This one upstairs, inside. 3-0 count.
Myers has the stuff to contend at a college level. Just has to dial it in, be able to throw strikes when she needs to. And you know, not ideal to come in here and fall down 3-0 to Sammy Buick.
These are grade A reps for Myers. The 3-0 on the way will find the strike zone. 3-1. Grade A reps against the high-flying Ohio State offense. It's a great tester for the freshman, sporting a 1.29 ERA on the year.
Give the Buckeyes an arm they haven't seen. Probably didn't scout too much.
Not at all. The 3-1 to Buick on the way. Off-speed pitch. Nice one. That one's in there for a strike. Count goes full.
Yeah, good pitch down and in, right on right to Buick. And fill it up after falling behind 3-0.
3-2 count. Buick yet to swing the bat. She's 1 for 3 on the day. Batting .352 on the year, the 3-2. Swinging a chopper, foul. Defensive swing as she had to drop those hands in. Can't really put that ball into play, but count remains full.
Yeah, good protect swing for Buick, but good job by Kat Myers here, battling back in this count from down 3-0 and contending with a really good hitter here in Sammy Buick.
The 3-2 from Myers. Wave and a miss. Oh, she's fired up too. Strikeout, leadoff strikeout. After going down 3-0 in the count, Kat Myers is fired up.
That's big for Kat Myers. I mean, that could have easily just been a 4-pitch walk. You're down 3-0, just give in with something out and be done with it. But she stayed in there, battled with Buick. 2 strikes, foul ball, and then struck her out swinging, pitch into the hands.
Caitlin Farley, 0 for 1 in the day. Watches ball 1 fly right on by her. She's got 2 walks. So altogether, not a terrible day for Caitlin Farley. She's ahead of the count here, 1-0. Myers gets settled, throws those hands in the air, delivers, and Farley with a squirter into center field. That'll get down for a single. Caitlin Farley takes first. We've got one out in the bottom of the sixth. One base runner on for Ohio State.
Farley didn't hit that particularly hard, but squared it up, hit it right back into center on a soft line, and Janisa Conway playing pretty deep in center, never had a play on it, and here comes Morgan Fry.
Morgan Fry in the 7th spot. She's 1 for 3 today with a little bunt. As she was successful with it last time, she'll show it again there. That's called strike.
Michigan corner infield doesn't really seem to believe in this Morgan Fry bunt thing. They're playing deep. That's how she sort of caught them by surprise last time and was able to beat out a single and move a runner up.
Still a lot of pop off this bat. Morgan Fry awaiting the 0-1. That one misses. 1-1 count. Infield as well as outfield straight up. It's a beautiful day here in Columbus. The 1-1 on the way. Check swing. That one's in there for a strike. Nice off-speed pitch by Myers.
That's a gorgeous pitch. Ellen McVeigh, the senior shortstop, captain, hyping up the freshman there. That's a great pitch by Myers there. Be able to throw that off-speed for a strike.
Awaiting the 1-2. Myers delivers. Off speed. Strike 3. Great pitch by Kat Myers. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Myers. What a pitch.
Looking like a pitcher.
She's looking like a pitcher.
Yeah. Good stuff for Myers there. Froze her with a pitch into the hands, off speed. Good mix. And now 2 gone. Just got to dispatch Skylar Lamone here.
One runner on first, that is. As Myers puts this first ball in the dirt. Count goes 1-0 to Skylar Lamone. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Farley remains on first. The 1-0 misses upstairs. 2-0. $6 for a shaved ice. Alex, what do you think about that? The 2-0 on the way to Skylar Lamone. Ooh, just misses. Thought that might have clipped the corner of the strike zone.
Couple close misses this AB to Lamone, and now she's down 3-0 just as she was against Sammy Buick to open this inning. See if Myers can battle back here.
The 3-0 to Lamone. Myers fires.
Oh, I like that.
And misses inside. Myers fires.
Yeah.
You like that? That is a 4-pitch walk for Skylar Lamone. She'll take first. Runners on first and second now here for Ohio State in the bottom of the 6th. This will bring up the right fielder.
Couple close misses there for Myers. I think she, for the most part, hit her spots, just missed the zone. And now you deal with Cruz, who had a sac fly that was nearly a homer her last time up.
Cruz with 2 on here, 2 outs. The 0-0. Strike 1. Small sample size again for Kat Myers, but thus far against this Ohio State team, she's looked composed. She's looked good for a freshman. 1 for 1 on the day is Taylor Cruz. Check swing. Ball 1. Three RBIs. Taylor Cruz awaiting the 1-1 here, trying to drive in some of her friends. As Myers misses downstairs, 2-1. I think it's kind of absurd that ice is being charged for $6. It's ice, man. You can buy a bag of ice for, what, 3? I don't know. Either way, it's a circle visit for Kat Myers. And she'll try to get her bearings back underneath her. 2-1 count here.
Just get out of this thing, and, you know, long shot still for Michigan in the 7th, down 11-7 here by 4. But if Myers can escape here, you've at least got something you can dream of here. If Ohio State adds on with 2 on here and 2 out for Cruz, that makes it, not this so easy down 4, but it only gets more difficult, obviously. And you don't want to see this lineup turn over to Hadley Parisian, especially to Jasmine Burns, who's in the hole right now.
Taylor Cruz is in the 9 spot. She's got a 2-1 count here. As missing the zone inside is Myers. Count goes 3-1. Alex, we were talking about it. Hey man, you can't walk, especially with runners on. And the top of the lineup comes around for the Buckeyes. The 3-1 on the way to Cruz. Off speed. Ooh, she missed it. Taylor Cruz is going to take first. Bases go full once again for the Buckeyes, and this brings up the top of the order.
Back-to-back walks issued there by Kat Myers. But this is the real spot here now where you, again, obviously can't walk Parisian with the bases loaded, but you got to attack her here with Burns waiting on deck. Got to end it here.
Hadley Parisian, she's 1 for 2 on the day with a double and an RBI with 2 walks as well. So there's that first pitch ball.
There's got to be a strike here, I think, 1-0. And I'm sure Parisian's sitting knowing she's going to get something good. But if you're Myers, you cannot fall down 2-0. It's a really patient hitter in Hadley Parisian.
Parisian stands in there with those feet tied together. The 1-0 misses upstairs. Parisian not biting, 2-0.
Parisian has a great eye, as all year. 39 walks to 31 strikeouts for her. On base percentage up at .455 to her .302 batting average. And Lily Valamont goes to give a visit to Myers, but just got to throw some strikes here. Falling behind too many hitters. And, it's part of the development for Kat Myers. Working on getting her stuff up to the college level, getting her command sharper, and early stuff here in her freshman campaign. But, Michigan already down 4 here. Got to keep this one somewhat in reach.
A 2-0 to Parisian, swing and a miss. Oh, Valamont's fired up back there too for her pitcher, Kat Myers.
For Myers, the stuff is played when it's been in the zone. Nobody's really hit anything hard, struck out a pair. Just got to keep it sharp where you want it.
Hadley Parisian now waiting on the 2-1. Off speed. Ball 3. It's got to be a strike now. It has to be a strike.
Bases loaded.
In dire straits right now.
And look who's on deck.
Oh, boy, Alex. Hadley Parisian with a 3-1 count. Kat Myers looking to get the Wolverines out of this jam. Swinging a foul ball back into the parking lot. Count goes full. Critical strike right there.
And again, I like giving Myers a chance here. You're pretty much out of this game down 4, but would love to see her escape here 3-2 and Michigan have some hopes here to pull a miracle in the top of the 7th.
Three-two count to Hadley Parisian. Myers fires this ball skied a mile into the air, but will it stay fair? That it will not. It will trickle into the Ohio State dugout. Count remains full at 3-2.
Good there for Myers. 3-2, threw something in the zone. Parisian had to fight it off. Right back to it. If she beats you, she beats you, but make her hit it.
Parisian awaiting the 3-2, swinging a ball into deep left center field at the wall, and over it goes. Make it 2 grand slams for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Double the pleasure, double the fun. One might be good, but 2's better than 1. Buckeyes go up 15-7.
Ball game. 8 after 5, 8 after 6. Man, how about these Buckeyes?
Yeah, well, how about them, Alex? Wolverines will trot back to the dugout defeated. They'll throw their mitts onto the ground. Effectively so, that's a walk-off grand slam into some right. But the Ohio State Buckeyes defeat the Wolverines.
Wow.
Complete sweep on the weekend. Win game 1, win game 2, and of course win game 3 by a final score of 15-7 today. They've been something dominant, Alex. I mean, the Wolverines put up a good fight. Some costly errors here and there. You got to think that the Wolverines want some of these games back, some of these moments back to some degree, but boy, Ohio State looks good.
Yeah, they do. bats have just been phenomenal for Ohio State. That's their calling card. Kennedy K gave up 7 runs, and it's a run rule win because these bats are just that good, and really impressive stuff from the Buckeye offense all weekend long. And for Michigan, look, you clearly have the pieces to win these games. You easily could have left here with 2 wins. You're up 4-0 after the top of the first in this one. You can win games against a team like this, but it's unfortunate. There's been a long list of games now that Michigan hasn't been able to close. You're now 0-8 against top 25 teams, and that's a tough number. And this weekend coming up against UCLA is huge for Michigan to try to make a stand and say, look, we can knock off a top 10 opponent, but it's a lot weighing now on these Wolverines, and they have to try to wipe this away from their memory because this is a rough weekend. 3 games that you let in and couldn't take any of them home with you.
I mean, Alex, we talked about it. The Wolverines needed at least one of these 3 games from the weekend series, but they come out with none. A tough weekend for the Michigan Wolverines softball program, but a fun weekend for us.
Oh, yeah.
So, as always, we do thank you for tuning into WCBN's coverage of Michigan athletics, and in this case, Michigan Wolverines softball. For the whole weekend, I've been Luke Bealey, joined alongside by Alex Miller. All things considered, we get to go home a little bit early. So, life isn't horrible. It's Easter Sunday.
It was a great weekend. It was a great weekend.
We'd like to wish you all a happy Easter as well. Hope the bunny leaves you a good, nice little basket around the house, and you celebrate accordingly. But from us here at Buckeye Field, we thank you for tuning in today and all weekend that was. I've been Luke Bealey, joined alongside by Alex Miller. We'll see you next time, and as always, we'll leave you with a good afternoon in this case, and go blue.
Thanks for joining us here at Buckeye Field. Please drive home safely.